Hi. Okay, I should be live. I'm going to share. Can you all see this? Alright. Oh, what the fuck? Oh. Okay, got it. I'm going to play the Amazing Digital Circuit, the Amazing Digital Dating Simulator. I've been super excited to play this ever since it came out, and I'm scooting. Okay, and yeah, I'm really excited. I've really wanted to play this. I'm planning on doing the Jax route. This game is fan made and is officially. This game is fan made and is in no way officially affiliated or endorsed by Glitch Productions or Gooseworks. All events and interactions in this game are not canon. Please do not reach out or harass anyone on Glitch's production team about this game. This game contains bright flash transitions. Not canon. I'm pretty sure that was an epilepsy warning at the end there. Welcome to the Amazing Digital Dating Simulator, a slice of lifestyle school setting where anything and everyone is possible. Everything. I'm Kane. I will be your principal for the duration of your stay here at the Amazing Digital Academy. Help your classmates pull pranks on the teacher. Become a straight A student or a rule-breaking delinquent. All this while possibly finding love along the way. But enough about my wonderful creation. Let's get you enrolled. First things first, what uniform will you be donning? For the sake of this game, I'm assuming Jax is straight, and I really want to date Jax. And even though I really want to do Jax, we're gonna do. This is a choice. I'm struggling to make it. I don't know if it changes who you can date based on this. Sounds good. How about your name? What should we call you? We're gonna use my Amazon. No. I can't do my actual name for this because this is going on the internet, man. Okay, we're gonna do. Yes. Let's head inside. My name is Kieran. I'm a transfer student to the Amazing Digital Academy. My parents moved to the countryside after a vague tragic event that changed the course of our lives. After I said goodbye to all my old friends, my parents got transcripts and packed the car up. Today is my first day at this new school. Oh, lovely. I glanced out at my class schedule. This should be English 101 with Mr. Kinger. So where's the teacher? As I step into the room to let to any other students that might be late to class, someone hops into the room. The figure looks like a tall white piece from a gaming set. Specifically, he looks like a king in chess. It takes me a moment to put two and two together, but when I do, I almost groan at the pun. Surely his name really can't really be. Hello, my name is Kinger. You must be pleased to meet me. Mr. Kinger extends a gloved hand, which I shake more out of instinct than out of a genuine sense of excitement. Good morning, students. On the docket today, we have a new student named... what's your name again? I'm Kieran. I look forward to learning. I'm Kieran. Don't mess with me. It will be good. Radio, go take an open seat, Karen. Most of our students don't fight. One of our other students, a purple rabbit, seems to grab this. I take a moment to think of who to sit by. I take a seat next to the girl in the uniform. I sit next to the shy-looking girl with the cone mask. I sit next to the shy figure with the bored look on my face. I sit next to the cherry-looking raggedy Andal in the front of the class. I sit down next to TV's looking purple rabbit. I sit down in the teacher's chair. I take a closer look and see his name written on the nameplate next to it. The alien's name is Jax. I take a closer look at Jax. As he's working his jaw. Is he chewing gum? He catches me looking at him, and I almost apologize for staring, but I can't. But I can see he isn't offended. Instead, he grins quietly before putting a finger to his lips. He takes the chewed gum between his finger gloves, reaching it out towards the girl in front of us. The girl in front of us has a ribbon for her body and a comedy mask for her face. He's paying close attention to Mr. Ginger's lecture, and Jax is reaching out with the gum on his hand. He's going to stick it to her mask. Jax reaches forward with his practice style, sticking the wet wad of already been chewed gum to the rim mask. The ribbon girl lets out a quiet shriek of discomfort, flailing her arms as she desperately pulls away from Jax. Ew, Jax, what is that? What did you do? Ew. Oh my god, Jax. Her whining and desperate flailing is a bit funny. He even as she feels around blindly for behind her mask. Her movements attract the attention of Mr. Kinger. Where's going on? He seems aware something is going on, but he doesn't seem to know what. How is this guy teaching us? Jax is just picking on Gangle again. The mismatched figure pipes up from next to Gangle, who is evidently the ribbon girl that Jax stuck his gum to. Here, Gangle, let's go to the bathroom so we can wash it off. Oh yes, carry on then, Zeeble. Nothing phases this teacher. Zeeble glares daggers into the rabbit as they leave. Well, it was funny, right? Back me up here. Jax turns to face me. Yes. Jax smirks as I take his side. It was a pretty good prank. Hey, you're not so bad, new kid. Maybe you can teach these losers how to grow a sense of humor. I smirk back. Maybe things at this school won't be so bad. Honestly, as fucked up as it sounds, that actually did make me laugh. And I probably would have done the same shit. IRL. Sorry, I have a scar growing on the back of my hand. I was messing with it. I was just settling into my desk and getting used to this place when something burst into the room. Principal Kane, how exciting to have you in our class today. The new figure turned to address us as his side was a bubble with razor sharp teeth. I don't think I'll ever get used to this school. Kinger, class, how do you do? Principal Kane extends a hand, gesturing to all of us before freezing in place. What's it sound like porcelain grinding against porcelain? His teeth slammed shut. His eyes slowly extrude from his teeth like they're not solid objects. Kieran, I wasn't expecting you here. Manic enthusiasm uses his voice as he points his cane at me. 1 second. Sorry, I need to fix the camera. The fuck? Oh. Sorry, every time I open the thing to make sure I'm good, it, does weird things. Okay. No, that. Oh, no, not that door. You're on, a shelf, by the way, if you're wondering. So it's kind of weird. I have this set up because This is the only spot where my webcam will go. Manic enthusiasm suffices his voice as he points his cane at me. Maybe you'll be the secret ingredient to make this school interesting. He pauses a moment, rubbing the base of his chin in contemplation for a moment. Is there a reason why you're here, Kane? Sybil speaks to him like they're addressing an annoying insect instead of the principal of the school. Kane perks up. That's right, the reason I'm here, to make sure we all have an enriching academy experience, one filled with fun, danger, adventure. He begins to list more and more, increasing his breakneck speed until I can't even tell what he's saying. And most of all, to our interesting studio audience. He turns toward the window and stares at it for a moment. Is he addressing somebody? There doesn't appear to be anyone outside. However, the numbers are in students, and it turns out school dramas are just white noise. Normally, this is the time that I tell you that it means the end of school, life as we know it. One second. Why is my hair? I look like a boy. What the fuck? Honestly, that's kind of the goal, man. That's kind of the goal. Okay. Sorry, it's really hot in here. As we know it. Kane bites on his hands in mock horror. The class and Kinger play along, gasping at this revelation. Gangle looks ready to burst into tears. However, my sweet tooth students, your benevolent principal has found a way to bring public interest back to the school in a major way. At this point, the sharp-toothed bubble next to him pipes up. How are you bringing interest back to the school, Mr. President? Kane shoots the bubble a confused look, but hits his stride a moment later. I thought he was the principal, not the president. You see my little tomb of the emerald? What's one thing no academy around here has ever had? A cast of colorful characters? A competent principal? Adequate funding? Kane shakes his head. Wrong, and surprisingly, but also not relevant what I'm talking about. And surprisingly right, but also not relevant to what I'm talking about. No school around here has a creature festival celebrating the unique talents of its students. So being your benevolent principal, I have decided to put your class in charge of throwing the best culture festival at this side of the Pacific Ocean. Make it flashy. We gotta keep the interest of our investors, after all. I just had a real school flashback because I thought this was eggheads, and I was like, I feel like it does. I don't know what that's supposed to say. I'm almost late for my deep tissue massage. All right, Kinger, I'll leave you the list of everyone's responsibilities. You all have 5 days. 5 days. Break a leg or two. That's not nice. As abruptly as he appeared, Kane darts out of the room, disappearing from view as he heads to his appointment. All right, class, let's see what roles Kane has assigned to each of you for the Culture Festival. Kinger lifts a paper from his desk and begins to read aloud. Ragatha is the class representative. I trust you organize the other students and make sure the festival proceeds with no issues. You can count on me. I just want to say real quick, sorry if I'm reading really slowly or struggling to read. I'm dyslexic. And it makes this so much harder than it needs to be. Zubul and Gangle, you two will work on art to promote the festival. We have a pretty big school here, so we'll need plenty of posters and some art to display during the festival. I don't know. I still don't have anything I'm comfortable showing everyone else. Pomni and Jax look up what a culture festival is. Shouldn't we have done that before we start making the posters? No, I like his idea. Plus, we get to see what Gangle comes up with for her posters if it's anything like what she comes up with when she draws Ragatha. Jax! Gangle interrupts Jax before he can finish his thought, pleading with him to stay quiet. I love this game already. The class erupts into chaos as Zubul and Gangle argue with Jax. Pomni tries to figure out what a culture festival is, and Ragatha tries to salvage what remains of class and try to get her classmates to pay attention. First part, Mr. Kanger seems content to let the students bicker amongst themselves. Maybe he didn't have the rest of his lesson planned and is just waiting out the lunch bell. As if I had summoned it by thinking of it, the lunch bell sounds. Everyone drops their arguments and files out of the classroom. Time to find out what I'm doing for lunch. Now, if it's anything like what I do for lunch, it's just not eat. After my chaotic first half of the day, I worked up quite the appetite. The cafeteria was bustling with unfamiliar faces around me. There was a section of places to buy lunch, but none of them stood out from one another. I picked up something to eat at the nearest food place and set about deciding where to sit down. Still, yeah?
Really?
Yeah. You wanna watch?
No.
I'm playing a tadc dating sim.
Sure, once you're done with, find a stopping point and then get off.
Zane, this is like a 2-hour long game.
Find a goddamn stopping point.
Fuck you. I'm not stopping this game. I pick up something to eat at the nearest food place and set about deciding where to sit down. As I scan the bustling lunchroom, I don't recognize anyone from class. I shoot the library, maybe Pomni or Jax trying to find out what the culture festival is. I guess I just take my lunch back to the classroom. I sat alone, there's nobody I felt particularly close to. I'm gonna go find Jax. I walk into the library with my tray in hand. I peer through the rows of dusty-colored shelves, and then I see Jax's Pomni by the tables in the middle of the library. Even from here, I can tell Jax is up to trouble. He's tapping his foot impatiently and pacing back and forth. I can barely make out Pomni craning her neck to peer up into the tall bunny's yellow eyes. As I gingerly maneuver between the shelves, trying to avoid spilling the creamed corn casserole I brought from the cafeteria, I can make out some words. With King Rastus too. I can't hear Jack's response, but I don't have to, as he mimics Pomni's mannerisms, tilting his head from side to side. As I get closer, I can hear her trying to reason with the stubborn rabbit. We should at least try to do what he said. I don't want to be the only one who didn't do anything to help. Against my better judgment, I creep closer. I nearly tripping over a step stool. I managed to creep into earshot. Why? This whole thing is pointless, and no one will even notice if we bail. Trust me. Jax crosses his arms, leaning back and letting out an annoyed sigh. As he leans back, he catches sight of me. Oop. Hey, new kid. He goes up to me. What do you think? We should ditch this dumb culture fair thing, right? Their name is Kieran, Jax. Wait, what did he say? Oh, new kid. Second off, they were in class with the rest of us. I bet they want to stay on Kane's good side as much as the rest of us. I bet they'd rather do something fun, like pulling an epic prank. Pomni gives me a meaningful look. Jax shoots me a mischievous grin. I feel like I should choose my response carefully here. Palmy's right. That sounds fun, Jax. I don't care about the culture girl. Let's go pull a prank. Hey, see, Palmy, the new kid's cool. Alright, well, you two go have fun then. She turns back to the shelves while Jax ushers me out of the library. Later, Pom Pom. What is wrong with me? That Pom Pom, huh? She can be so needy. I'm out of water. I'm out of water. I'm out of soda. And I'm out of juice. I'll be right back. Be right back. 1 second. Oh, I should probably wait. Hold up, I gotta test something. Give me like 1 second, guys. Alright. Oh my god. I'm looking at the stream through my YouTube channel, and I'm just not realizing how far behind this is from what's actually happening. Because I just saw myself finish the sentence I just said. Because I just finished that sentence. That was like so far behind. Oh my god. Okay, let's go ahead and finish this game. My brother kicks me off. I gotta stop watching that. I'm gonna have a stroke. Jack smirks, rolling his eyes. Not like you, huh, new kid? I'm not sure how to proceed for a moment, but I have a feeling I know what Jax wants me to say. Yeah, I'm down for anything. I give Jax finger guns, which he scoffs at before grinning at me. You're so cringe. But since you're so eager to get on my good side, I came up with something fun for us to do. Why is bro actually built the exact same way I draw him, minus like him looking so insanely anime, like the little eye slits? That's like one of the few differences from how I actually draw him. I'll have to show one of my newer drawings of him because it looks really good. I drew on the whiteboard though. Let's go for a little field trip outside. Are we allowed to do that? Jack rolls his eyes. Jesus, like broken toy. Is that the only thing you say? I shake my head. I don't want to disappoint Jax. It doesn't matter what we're allowed to do. It matters we don't get caught. So keep it up, new kid. He finds a door leading into a field, slyly pushing it open before bounding through. I have to sprint to make it through before the door locks. The door leads us out into a softball field. I didn't even know the school had a softball team. Whoa. Jax gets on all fours, putting his head almost even with the ground as he crawls around. Is he looking for something? Jax, did you lose something out here? Shut up, I'm looking for something. In the few hours I've known him, I've never seen Jax take anything so seriously. I get down on my hands and knees too, checking each blade of grass for anything remarkable. I'm so focused I forget my surroundings, bumping face to face into the seat of Jack's pants. He wheels on me. Don't try to get fresh with me, new kid. I blush as I crawl back a few paces. Sorry. Jack shakes his head. Do you even know what we're looking for? I shake my head. I didn't want to make him angry by asking. Then how do you think we're going to find what we're looking for? I blush again as I realize he has a valid point. So what are we looking for? A centipede. A centipede? Jax doesn't look amused that he has to repeat himself. A centipede. We spend the rest of lunch searching, but as the bell rings, I find a centipede crawling near a rock pile. Jax, I found one. I hoist the insect up by its rear end. It flails around as it tries to escape my grasp, its stark legs wriggling in discomfort. Jackpot! Nice job, Kieran. You used my name. No, I didn't, no, new kid. I squint at him. You're imagining things. He puts on an unreadable smirk. Guess I'm not getting him to admit anything. But this one fine specimen. Okay, what are we doing with this? Are you an insect collector? Ew, no. He shakes his head before he drops the centipede into my backpack. Hey, calm down. We're gonna put this in Ragatha's locker, then hide out and watch her open it. Why? Because Ragatha hates centipedes. I paused for a moment, not fully understanding why we would do that. So why are we putting it in her locker? Because it's funny, new kid. Try to keep up. I don't know if I agree, but this is the happiest I've ever seen Jack since we started hanging out. Come on, I have a key to get us back inside. He pulls a ring of keys out of his back pocket. How did he even get those? It looks like a set of master keys to every door in the school. Cool. Why is the person I'm playing as so, boring? I would have been sitting here bet, let's do this. But no, it's like, why would we do that? For fun, duh. Jax lets us back in. We sneak our way into the main stairwell and are almost at Ragatha's locker when our class rep herself shows up, strolling down the hallway. Kieran, what are you doing in the hallway? She tilts her head, offering me a weary smile. I've been looking for you since you didn't show up to afternoon class. She notices Jax, and her expression sours. Jax, you better be leaving Kieran alone. Come on, Ragatha. He offers a cartoonish wide grin. The new kid actually looked for me. We even got lunch together. Ragatha looks utterly confused. It feels like I should choose my response carefully. That's right, we had lunch together. We were just getting back to class. No, Jack asked me to put a centipede in your locker. She knows. See, Dollface? Ragatha squints at him, but for some reason she seems to trust me. Fine, but I'm keeping an eye on you, Jax. Ragatha leans over to me, whispering in my ear. Kieran, if he's messing with you now, and you don't feel comfortable talking to me about it, you can find me after class. She's so nice, I almost feel bad for what we're gonna do. Almost. Jax and I sneak through the hallways before finding a locker labeled with Ragatha's name. Pictures of horses and farm animals are pasted on the outside. Come on, new kid, now or never. I gulp. I don't know if you heard that. You put the centipede. I turned to Jax and let out a little whimper. Seriously? You already picked the centipede up outside. Despite his complaints, he reaches over my shoulder and unzips my backpack and plucks the centipede out before pushing it into Ragatha's locker. Next time I expect you to follow through. I don't like centipedes. He glares at me for a moment before grinning at his own handiwork, then ushering me behind a nearby corner. The bell to dismiss class rings a few moments later. We're cutting it close. Agatha finds her way to her locker, or entering her accommodation, and then oh, and then Agatha's locker springs open and the centipede lands on the front of her uniform, and she looks down horrified. Jax! What? How would you put a centipede in my locker? You know how much I hate them. Does it have to be me? Because only you would do something like this. Jax looks away slyly before taking credit for her prank. You got me, Raggedy, but you should have seen the look on your face. Ugh, you're terrible. She storms off. I'm glad Jax took the fall for us. I step out from behind the corner. That wasn't a very nice thing to do, but Jax seems pretty happy with me right now. So that's nice. I like this game. I walked to my locker, entering the combination as I put my books away and get ready to head out for the day. I think that he would have blamed that on me if I had put it in. So I'm kind of glad I didn't. But I also don't like centipedes. I really don't. My mind drifts to the day's events. I wonder if someone will ask me to walk back with them. As I gather my things, a familiar figure swaggers up to me. Hey, new kid. You're still hanging around. Yep, just getting ready to head out. What do you say? How about I walk with you after school today? Surprised that Jax asked me to walk me home, I run out of words and just nod. Cool, let's go. The front doors open for us and I stand outside waiting at the curb. My parents dropped me off this morning and I'm sure they'll be here any moment to pick me up. Jax stands next to me for a few moments. He gives me a confused look. What are you waiting for, kid? My parents are waiting. Are your parents waiting for you to get picked up too? I'm 22 years old. I haven't been picked up by my parents in like 6 years. I'm going to the dorms. What? Dorms? He looks at me like I'm an idiot. The on-campus housing Kane designed for a class where we stay when class is in. Oh, that sounds nice. I wish I was staying on campus. His annoyed expression changes. Oh, you poor little lamb. His voice drips with sarcasm. Kane really didn't tell you anything, did he? Oh, Kieran, I'd love to watch you stand here until the sun goes down and you start shivering in your little school uniform. Jack smirks. Honestly, just imagining it is pretty funny. The smile drops from his face. Your parents are coming for you, he says to me with a deadpan before continuing. Come on, we need to get to the dorms before it gets too cold out. Kane only gave us summer uniforms. A chill travels through the air and I shiver in place. Jack shivers too. I'm losing my patience. He glares at me. Jax, I'm telling you, I don't have any housing on campus. My parents are picking me up. Jax just sighs. You don't know when to give up. He glowers before walking away from me. Suit yourself, kid. He walks off to the dorms. I'll show him. My parents will be here soon. An hour passes, the sun begins to sink below the horizon. Another hour passes, the moon is visible and the sky is darkening. It's getting really cold out here. Like really, really cold. I look the way Jax walked when he left me standing here. A nice warm room sounds really good right now. Where are they? I stick it out another half an hour before sighing, frustrated. Did they forget about me? I walk towards the dorms, seeking shelter in the plain building. As I do, I run into Jax. Why was he heading out? Finally come to your senses, new kid? He asks, sounding tired. No, just stepped inside because my parents forgot to pick me up. I bet they'll be here any moment. Jax's eyes narrow into annoyance, and he drags a yellow gloved hand across his face in exasperation. Listen, new kid, get it through your head. There is no outside world. There is the school. He points to the large brick building across from where we are. The dorms. He points to the building we're standing in. And that's it. He mutters something under his breath. Okay. Okay then. But if these are only two places, then why were you going outside? That's it. That is. His face flushes and he turns away from me. I just want some fresh air. It's pretty cold outside though. Okay, well, even if everyone stays here, then I should have a room here. Should be my room if I'm supposed to stay here. I grin, comfortable in my undefeatable logic. Huh, yeah, you're probably right. Let's go find your room so I can stop babysitting you. What? Jax grabs my hand as he hauls me through the hallways, but I'm not complaining. Just another way for us to hang out together. As we walk through the hallways, 1,000 questions rush through my head. We pass a traditional Japanese-style door. Gangle. We pass the door that's half blue, half red. Omni. We pass the dark door with black and yellow caution tape crisscrossing it. Me. We pass a door that looks like it belongs to a ranch-style home. Ragatha. We pass a sleek door with bright geometric shapes all over it. Zoogle. We come to the end of the hallway, finding a plain wood door with brass nameplate listing my name. Why is it that simple for me? And this must be you. I stand there in stunned disappointment. Are you going in, or? He looks sort of annoyed I haven't opened the room. I twist the handle and open the bland door into an equally bland room. A gray mattress sits atop a wooden bed frame with plain white pillows and a dark green comforter with the school emblem on it. It has been neatly folded. In the back right corner, a beaten-up metal desk sits with a computer that looks almost as old as the desk. A neat stack of papers set of black pens and pencils have also been provided. Wow, pretty boring. I try to look around the room for anything to dispute these words, but I come up empty. He walks in the center of the room and looks around at the plain interior. Not beating the NPC allegations with this one. Huh. NPC? You think Kane would put a movie poster up or something? I guess he thinks you're boring, huh, Karen? No, I'm sure my parents Jax has stopped listening by this point and is striding out of my room. What a waste of time. Wait, Jax, aren't you gonna say good? Jax slams the door in the middle of my sentence. Night? I give up on any expectations I have for Jax being polite. Even if he skipped out and saying goodbye for the day, I feel like I might be making a connection with Jax. Maybe. Why is my door so boring? Why is my room so boring? Like, damn. I feel like his area is like probably way more fun than mine. Like, why is it so sad? I lay down on my bed, defeated by the day. It doesn't take long for me to drift to sleep. It doesn't feel like I was sleeping long when the lights in my room flash on as if overridden by some remote console. The room to my dorm flies open as confetti sprays from the fire sprinklers. Doesn't that... Wait, what? From the fire... Yep, it says fire sprinklers. Doesn't that violate some sort of building safety code? Hello, my darling toy box characters. Principal Kane announces from what sounds like the hallway. Oh, well, time to investigate. Kane, what the fuck are you doing? Kane, what the f*** are you trying to pull this late at night? Haha, Zooble. His laugh is fast, forced, and maniac, as if he's used to this treatment, but none too pleased by it. You're lucky You're lucky I even let you get to sleep. He blurts out in a harsh monotone before recovering his cheery demeanor. You're lucky I even let you get to sleep. Wait, did I read that last one? Oh yeah, I did. I'm here because even with the culture fair pulling in, new viewers we're still not hitting the numbers that the Academy needs us to. Which is why I've secured a sponsorship. He stretches out the last word using some sort of effect to apply an ethereal reverb to his words. Without further ado, I introduce you all to... A drum plays somewhere in the background. Ragatha looks a little more awake, but the rest of us are still trying to shake off the sleep to understand what exactly the Principal Kane is talking about. The Wacky Watch. You see, the vendors for Wacky Watch have been having trouble finding a good audience for their product. But now we have the perfect setting. Teen drama. But we're adults. I'm actually... Now, Gangle, I know this is a lot to take in, which is why I've already taken the liberty of affixing a Wacky Watch to each of your wrists. Each of us glanced down, and to my shock, the watch is already on my wrist. How did it get there? What in the... And don't try removing them either. They've been affixed to your wrist by a very special adhesive. And if you try to remove them, let's just say they'll be taking a piece of you with them. I hear Gangle beginning to whine as panic sets in. Pomni tugs at her wacky watch, but no matter how hard she tugs, the wrist watch stays affixed to her gloves, stretching like a rubber band as she pulls at the wacky watch. Ragatha just looks down with a resigned sigh. I can't remove the arm with the wacky watch. What the fuck? I didn't even think about that. She can't even take off the arm, or they can't even take off their arm to fix it. Jesus Christ. Principal Kane ignores our complaints as he continues his monologue. You see, my turtle doves, in order to secure the funding, we need to make it 5 days. In the culture fair, 5 days. In the culture fair, I need you to be wearing the wacky watch at all times. Luckily, at all times. Luckily, I secured a deal where you won't be needing where I won't need all of you to do ad reads, but it is our paramount importance that none of you insult or try to disable your wacky watches. Good luck with school life. I can't wait to see what you do at the culture fair. Bye. What's a culture fair? Hold up, I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up. A community school organized event designed to celebrate diversity. What? That legitimately makes no sense. See, look what I did to my hand. I have anxiety, and sometimes I just need to feel pain. I feel like that should have been a red flag to my family, but it wasn't. Now I'm in therapy. Not even joking. And so I just scratched the fuck out of the back of my hand, and now it's definitely going to be scarred for a while. Because I scratched like deep. What the fuck? He stretches out the last syllable as his bye. He stretches out the last syllable as his body folds into itself an infinite number of times, disappearing from sight. Well, I know it isn't ideal, but at least we can talk to each other now. Should make communicating about the culture fair easier. With the sound of breaking glass, Gingle's calming mask shatters and falls from her face. Tears well up in her eyes. I don't want to whack you watch. Seeing the situation unfolding before her, Pomni pipes up. Well, I think it could be useful, and look, Gingle, there's even a picture chat function where you can send people things you draw. Pomni goes over to Gingle, lifting her wrist and pointing out the picture chat feature. That's kind of nice. Gingle sniffs. Yeah, that's the right spirit, Pomni. Now, let's all get some sleep before we start class again tomorrow. Everyone's door closes. I hear a muffled shout from Jax's door. Jax, what the heck? Why is there a watch stuck to my arm? I decide to hide in my room before Jax looks for someone to take out his frustration on. I flick my dorm light off as I close my door. I check my wacky watch. I got a text from Jax. He has set his avatar to a picture of himself flipping off the camera. What the heck is up with this stupid watch? Why can't I take it off? I did not consent to I did not consent to this. I laugh. That sounds like the Jax I know. You didn't miss much. Apparently, Principal Kane took a sponsorship from Wacky Watch to keep the school open or something. And now they're physically stuck on us. They really are. This sucks. Yeah, but at least we can text each other whenever, right? I guess. Hope you sleep well tonight, even though Kane stuck these Wacky Watches on us. I wait several minutes for a response, but nothing. I begin to pull the sheets over my head while the Wacky Watch buzzes another text from Jax. Whatever, nighty night, new kid. That was the centipede's bite. Oh god. Please don't fucking bite me. Oh god. I feel like at the beginning of this game it should have, because, I don't know, it should be more personalized than this. But also they can't, make this 100% personal to you as a person. That'd be nice, though, if they could. But at that point, it would just be IRL, so there's only so far they can go with it. As I get to sleep, I cherish the bond that Jax and I have built today. I can't wait to find out what sort of trouble we can get into tomorrow. I haven't even tried at all with the others. I just Jax. Day 1. Complete. I yawn as I awake in my room. The clock on my wacky watch says it's morning, but only way I can tell is from the silver sunlight peeking from under my door. How long have I been doing? How has it already been 40 minutes? Oh my god. I didn't realize I was going for this long. Whatever, we're gonna keep going. I slide my school-issued pajamas off and look into the closet. A series of perfectly prized school uniforms are there with a little tag on the sleeve of the nearest one. I take a closer look. It looks like Kane left me a note. Why am I wearing a black glove? Hi, Kieran. This is Principal Kane. As part of your stay at our lovely academy, you have been provided a set of uniforms free of charge. The price of your dorm is also included in your tuition payment. It looks like you and Jax have been spending time together and everyone's talking. That sort of drama-seeking, desperate, mismatched energy is exactly what we need to keep our studio audience engaged. Man, we're just friends, trust. Just a second. There's shit under the keyboard. Remember, if Jax pushes you away, it's because he wants you to try even harder. As I pull my uniform over my wacky watch, I glance down at it. I have a text from Jax. Headed to school yet? As I spy Jax as I stumble out of my room, still slipping a foot into my shoe. Jax, what up? You wanted to walk to school together, right? Jax looks up from his wacky watch, pausing for a moment. What? He notices me. Oh, it's you. He's doing a great job of hiding how excited he must be to walk to school with me, right? Yeah, I'm ready to walk to school with you. Jax looks confused for a moment before slowing down. I don't remember saying I was going to walk to school with you, but whatever. Holy tism, bro. I'm getting existential embarrassment from listening to this conversation. Whew, that's lovely. He waits as I catch up with him. What's on the agenda for today, huh? Are we gonna pull another epic prank today? Jack shrugs. Hadn't thought that far ahead yet. We'll come up with something. Why am I trying so hard? We step out into the crisp early autumn air. Like, I'm trying so hard to What about you, kid? Got any new plans for today? Well, I was thinking about working on the culture fair project that the principal Kane asked us to do. After as Jark shoots me a sharp look, that was the wrong thing to say. But that's stupid. So I was gonna help out with whatever you want to do today. Jack's smirk is back and wide as ever. Oh, what the fuck? I accidentally pressed I need to press this button and move on, see? I accidentally pressed this one and it pulled that up and it confused me. Careful, new kid. Keep hanging out with me and the rest of the class will really will hate you. Gulp. We get to the school entrance as the last bell rings. Jack turns to me as I start to follow him in the main stairwell to class. If you're really cool, you'll go to the cafeteria and bring me something for breakfast. I don't want to be late to homeroom. I think they complain about how I'll be late if I get Jack's breakfast. Get me something like an omelet or a bottle of orange juice. Well, at this point, he told me his order. It would be rude not to go. I step into the cafeteria as I see a crowd of students at various breakfast places. Evidently, none of the other students here care about being late. By the time I get to the front of the class, what? Dyslexia. Holy. That's not even dyslexic. That's just me being stupid. By the time I get to the front of the line, I'm already 30 minutes late to class. One omelet, please, and an orange juice. The staff member behind the counter tells me the price, but that's all my money for lunch. Sorry, kid, no money, no omelet. I don't want to get this stupid omelet, but I'd just be going to class late and empty-handed if I don't say yes. Okay, get me the omelet. It takes a bit longer for them to make an omelet, but eventually I collect my orange juice and omelet. We're heading to homeroom. And that's where we get an English phrase, raining cats, and Mr. King introduces me. Kieran, nice of you to join us. His enthusiasm seems genuine. Ragatha gives me a concerned look. Did Jax make you bring him that omelet? Oh, real nice, Ragatha. So because the new kid wants to get on my good side, I made him do it. Time to clear things up. Jax, you told me to bring it. I did this on my own. See, Dollface, new kid wanted to bring me breakfast. Ugh. Ragatha turns to me. Try not to be late for class, please. Whatever. She looks hurt by my response, but Jax is smiling. Jax packs the seat next to him, discreetly taking my breakfast for me. After a few minutes, Ragatha spots Jax eating the omelet and wheels on us. See? She raises a hand. Kieran said they brought lunch for themselves, but Jax is eating it. Who's eating Jax? He seems genuinely panicked by the prospect. Jax is eating. Kieran brought Jax breakfast, and now Kieran isn't eating Jax breakfast. Everything is fine. He gives her a smile. Margatha splutters for a few moments before sulking, burying her face in her arms as she leans forward. Never mind, I give up. I feel so bad for Ragatha. Oh my god, poor Ragatha. Holy shit. Never mind, I give up. Oh my god, if I had a problem with it, I would have said something. Calm down, girl. She groans into her arms. Jax and I share a conceptual grin. The lunch bell rings, dismissing the class. I make my way to the lunchroom. As I'm entering the lunchroom with my tray, I spot Jax. He is eyeing Gangle like a lion stalking its prey when I catch up to him. Or like a bunny stalking its carrot. I spend a few moments racking my brain for something that might be haunted to a bunny before Jax notices me. Oh, new kid. Good. I think you can help me out. Can you keep Gangle busy for a bit? I want to try something funny. I nod. I walk up to Gangle. So, anime, huh? What? She looks genuinely confused, which makes sense. This is one of the first few times I've ever talked to her. Luckily, I'm a master of subversion. You know, anime. It's the happening thing. It's hard to be this cool, I guess. She must be intimidated by my charisma and looks. Time to dial it back a bit. Yeah, if you say so. I think it's cool. Huh? Honestly, I didn't expect that from you, Kieran. Well, if you want to talk about anime, I guess I have a moment. She smiles at me in an attempt to disarm me. That won't work. Which anime do you like? The cool ones. She called my bluff. Red alert. The cool ones. I love this. I stumble over my words for a second. How about you talk about the ones you like? Oh, don't get me started. I like your. Oh my god. I keep nodding and smiling as Jack sneaks behind Gangle, a shot back in hand, and a dark grin in his face. He's just about to press the power button when. Is that Sybil? I'm holding a corn cob. Jax's eyes fly wide as he notices them stepping back slowly, but tripping over the shop back. The lid goes flying as my poor companion trips over it, thus caking his entire body. Cough, sputter, soup bowl. Gangle turns around to see what the commotion is, and I rush to Jax's side. Leave Gangle alone, or this won't be the last time you see a corn cob in an unwelcome location. Jax is still spluttering when covered in dust, Kane himself has come out of his office to see what the chaos is about. What's going on here? You, Kieran, tell me what happened. Jax was trying to mess with Zubal getting something. I was walking around when Zubal attacked with the shop. Oh my god. Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't have said either. I would say, I was just talking to Zubal, or I was talking to Gangle. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Jax looks confused for a moment, but then grins as he realizes I'm trying to get us both out of this. Yeah, that's right. I was trying to clean, and then Zubal over here attacked me. Are you seriously implying now, Zubal, you really shouldn't be harassing the cleaning staff? Jax here asked me earlier if he could use the shop vac to clean the tops of the lockers. I was surprised but impressed by his go-getter attitude. Shame on you for disrupting his cleaning activities. Kane, it's not what. Chop chop, Zubo. You're coming to my office while I decide what to do with you. In the meantime, Bubble, he claps his hands. Bubble manifests out of seemingly nowhere. What's up? Hold up. I can do a better Bubble impression. What's up? No. Hold up. I've been laughing too much. Hold up. Hey, Bubble. What's up? Clean this up. Bubble opens his mouth, extending his unnaturally large tongue as he begins to lick the dust from the shop bag. Kane stands there, his jaw agape. Why are you like this? By this point, Gingle has made herself scarce, and Zubul is stomping off to the principal's office. As you were, Jackson Kieran, we make ourselves scarce as well, heading to the school entrance as the bell rings. Oh shoot! I just clicked off the thing. Well, that was a bust. At least you got Zubul put away. Hey, Jax, what happened back there? What are you talking about? He gives me a confused look. The corn thing. What are you talking about? He tries to keep walking. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, Jax. You're not getting away that easily. I grabbed this cob of corn off my lunch and pointed at him. His eyes widen. Put that down, I smirk. Ah, so you are scared. He tucks his head, looking to see if anyone is near earshot of us before addressing me. Fine, yeah. I don't like corn. He seems surprisingly the seeming surprisingly unflappable Jax has been flapped. Still, he's obviously uncomfortable, so I tossed the corn into the nearest trash bin. So, what is it with corn? Do you not like the color yellow? Yellow? Seriously? Do you not like the color yellow? What the fuck does yellow have to do with this? I mean, it's yellow, but past that, I don't get it. I can't fully stifle my laughter into the thought of someone like Jack being for the corn. He hears me and gives me an annoyed look. My gloves are yellow, new kid. Good point. What is it then? He waits until we're significantly away from the other students before answering me. All the little kernels are just, ugh. He gives me a revolted expression before smirking. But I don't think you have the upper hand. Just because you know that about me, new kid. I'll find out what bugs you. I shrug, trying to play it cool like him. Nothing scares me. Jax grins at me. I don't buy that for a second. What?
Kara, when are you getting off?
I don't know.
I'm asking because I just now realized you've been on for at least 6 hours, which is a quarter of an entire day.
How about this? You can have it all of tomorrow. Let me finish this game. I'm in the middle of a stream.
Okay, how long will that take?
I don't know. I have no idea how long this game is. I've never played it before. And on top of that, it's a dating sim, so it's probably going to take even longer.
If you don't get off by 3:30, I'm kicking you off.
No, you're not.
Regardless.
You can have it tomorrow. All of tomorrow you can have the computer. Holy iPad kid. Jesus Christ. Sorry. He really is an iPad kid and he wants a computer and he's addicted to the internet. I don't buy that for a second. Don't worry, I'll find out. I gulp. Anyways, new kid, you heading back to the dorms? Yeah, I don't have anything else to do today. Cool, me too. I stand awkward for a moment before going to it. You want to walk back together? He raised an eyebrow at me before returning to his normal demeanor. Yeah, why not, Karen? You said my name. Huh? I guess I did. New kid is so, I don't know, cumbersome anyway. Yeah, you were the one saying it, dumbass. I was just screwing with you. I know, I just like hearing you say my name. Jax gave me a pointed look. You made it weird, you kid. Jax sighs. You made it weird. You made it weird. But hey, you can at least distract people so you're not entirely useless to me. So I guess I'll keep you company on the way back since nobody else will. Yeah, that's for sure after today. Yeah, at this point I've made it so everyone hates me except for him. Because I spent all my time with him. Even Pommy's like, like Ragatha is like, okay, I feel like it's my fault. Zubal's like, bro, I fucking hate you. And Gangle, I don't think likes me at all. I don't know if if Gangle actually knows exactly what happened, but we make our way back to the dorms. The chill air causes us to shiver, and I run for the entrance. As we reach the building, we're both out of breath. King in these dumb uniforms, he mutters between breaths. I shiver. I need to go for a hot tea or chocolate right now. Oh. I rub my hands together as I make my way up the stairs to my dorm. It's too bad I don't have a kettle or anything, I think aloud. Jack looks at me. You know there's a kitchen in the lounge, right? It has like everything you just mentioned. I blink at the Jacks. I blink at the Jacks. You didn't know that. You'd be lost that week. It's kind of embarrassing. He motions for me to follow him. I didn't ask for him to show me, but I can't lie. I appreciate his help as he leads me down the staircase. It's a pretty nice lounge, all things considered. I make my way to the kitchenette. The cupboard down there has tea and whatever else. He points at a lower cabinet before throwing himself on one of the couches. I open the cabinet to see an assortment of different teas and drink mixes. I look for one to try. I'm rooting around in the cupboard. I peek around the lounge. To my surprise, Jax is still hanging out here and hasn't left for his room yet. I decide not to question it and just enjoy the shared moment. Should I make you some tea or something? Jack looks over at me from the couch. I expect a quip or some remark, but instead he simply shrugs. Sure, I'll take a coffee, black. Who the fuck drinks their coffee black? I'm sorry, but I am judging. You drink black coffee? Ew. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be like a pick me, but or annoying or something, but I genuinely don't understand. My dad drinks black coffee and I don't get it. To me, it just tastes like bitter, gross. Now, I will admit Starbucks coffees are disgusting too because they're too fucking sweet, but I think that there is an in-between. I nod. I make myself some tea, and once I'm done, I make a coffee for Jax. I can't help but feel a little happy to be spending time with Jax in a more casual environment. For his part, Jax seems more relaxed too. Or maybe he's just tired. Too tired to pick on anybody. It's a nice moment. I finish up and start bringing the drinks over. As I carry the drinks over, I notice Jax has been weirdly quiet. As I go over to the couch, I check on him. Sure enough, he's fallen asleep. I can't help but stare for a moment. I guess it takes a lot of energy to terrorize your classmates all day. He looks so peaceful. I end up so caught in my own thoughts that I end up tripping over my feet and dropping the drinks all over the wooden floor. Oh shit. I'm sorry, I tripped and spilled everything. I try to explain myself, tea and coffee running down the front of my shirt. Jax has a hand on his head, still a little groggy from his cat nap, or would it be a bunny nap? What are with these bunnies, Huh? He looks down at me. I was picking up the broken pieces of the mugs. Wow, Kieran, you can't even cough your tea without messing up. He chuckles, slow laughing. Yeah. I rub the back of my neck, embarrassed. Is there a mop or anything like that here? I feel bad leaving a mess. Why I feel bad about it? Don't bother cleaning it up. What if someone slips and falls? Then that would be pretty funny, right? I pick myself off the floor, determined to find a mop or a rag somewhere to clean up the mess I made. I see what looks like a closet door slightly ajar on the opposite side of the lounge. Maybe there's a mop in there? Why do I care? Jack watches me annoyed as I open the door and look around the closet. It's roomier than I expected. Still cramped though. I see some cleaning supplies. I'm definitely in the right area, but I rummage around, not noticing Jack's approach the entrance to the closet door, arms crossed. It's above you. He eventually pipes up, pointing to the top shelf after watching me struggle. Huh? Oh. On the top shelf, a mop sits tucked behind some boxes. Who stores a mop like that? That's what I was thinking. Like, what the fuck? I try to reach for it, but it's pretty hard to get a grasp on it. Tucked behind all this junk. I continue to struggle before Jack walks past me, taking pity on me. He rolls his eyes as he steps past me. I can't watch this anymore. Move. He enters the closet door behind him as he reaches over to grab the mop out from behind the boxes. Here. He stares, pushing the mop into my hands. I blush a bit, embarrassed at how much I've been relying on Jack's. Thanks. I'm sorry I spilled your drinks. Stop apologizing so much, it's annoying. He says, twisting the knob of the closet. What? He tugs at the knob a little harder. No. You gotta be kidding me. He shakes his head, pulling at the knob vigorously. It's locked? I feel my chest tighten up. Come on. Jack starts banging on the door, pulling more violently. The door shakes on its hinges, but no luck. We're showered with old paint chips from the crumbling ceiling. We're locked in here. I feel the breath through my lungs as I clutch the mop to my chest. This would happen to me. I barely hear him. His eyes are ringing as panic starts to set in. My breath comes in ragged gasps as my heart hammers against my ribcage. Suddenly I lose my balance, clutching the mop as I back into the wall and sink to the ground. Whoa, hey, Kieran, calm down. Oh God, we're gonna die in here. I continue to hyperventilate. We're gonna die in here. I can't breathe. Jax kneels down next to me, smirking. Not scared of anything, huh? This is not funny. I eke out with the last of my breath. Jax lets out a sigh. Well, we're not gonna get anywhere with you freaking out like that. She sits against the door, facing me. Just breathe. I am trying. Well, I don't know. Close your eyes then. Stop freaking out. He tosses his jacket over my head. Imagine you're on a wide open rooftop where your happy place is. I can't breathe in here. I manage as I cover my ears with my hands, clenching my eyes shut as I try to imagine I'm in a wide open meadow. It's surprisingly helpful. My breathing shifts from ragged panic gasps into a slow, peaceful rhythm. You alright? I can't talk. Just breathing. I hate to admit it, but if I do anything but focus on deep breaths, I start to panic again. I'm barely able to muster the strength to talk. How long do you think until someone finds us? Who knows? He looks at the ceiling and chuckles. I bet if they knew I was here, they wouldn't bother opening the door. He laughs again. It's a hollow laugh. But right now, I can only focus on me. My head is planted firmly in my knees as I continue to clench my eyes shut. Don't you have any friends here at the school? Jax goes quiet. Well, definitely not Ragatha. She's too fake and annoyingly positive. She's always trying to pretend everything is great, awesome. It's exhausting. Bingle's just sad all the time, not like she has a backbone. Zubul just chooses to be difficult to get along with. they're really a stick in the mud. Pommy's alright, but she's always worrying about what everyone else thinks. Jax's confession about how he feels about his classmates distracts me from our cramped situation, if only for a few moments. Wow, is there really nobody at the school you like? Jax remains silent as he looks away, a tinge of red on his cheeks. I can't help but blush myself before putting my head back on my knees. What was that? Suddenly Kane pops out of thin air. His booming voice makes us both jump. There you two are. Thought you could get past the curfew rule by hiding in here? Here, huh, you little scamps? For some reason, he pops up inside the cramped space of the closet instead of opening the door. With a snap, we're instantly transported into our respective rooms. I feel relieved being back in my spacious room. I flop onto my bed, completely worn out from that whole ordeal. I can't stop thinking about what Jack said, and what he didn't say. Why was he so quiet after I asked him if he liked anybody? He couldn't have meant. I wrap my pillow around my head as I stare at the wall. Surely not. I must be delusional. As I get under the covers for the night, I can't help but think about what or who he could have meant. Maybe he just doesn't like anyone. I don't know. That could be a possibility. I feel like, calm down, girl. Calm down. I wake up to my usual alarm and get ready for the day. It takes a little longer than usual. I didn't sleep well last night, and I couldn't stop thinking about what Jack said either. I brush my teeth and put my uniform on. To my surprise, I hear a knock at my door. I think for a few moments, who could it be, before deciding to just open it to remove the mystery. To my surprise, it's Jack's. Wait, what? Hold up. Before deciding to just open it and remove the mystery, to my surprise, it's Jack's. He leans on the door frame, grinning his usual confident grin. Rise and shines, Kieran. Rise and shines, Kieran. Ready to head out? I'm a little flustered as I try to find my words, finishing pulling on my uniform, and suddenly very concerned about making sure everything is neat and covered. Yeah, I was just gonna try to pick something up to eat real quick before class. I don't want to be late again. Jack rolls his eyes. Why, it was so funny yesterday. He's still wearing that same confident grin. I giggle awkwardly. Yeah, but I don't want to make a habit of being late. I turn to lock my door while Jack waits for me. Once I am sure the dorm is locked up, we start walking to school together. We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship, going 69. We're gonna fucking die. I don't even know the original version of that song anymore. I know it's certain numbers, Einstein, or something like that. I don't know what it actually is, though. The fall air is cool against me. I shiver again. You're right, these uniforms do suck, Jack nods. Yep, when King decided in school, it was early spring. Then the seasons just kept going and we couldn't convince him to make us new uniforms. He said to put it in the suggestion box. I guess he forgot to put one up because we never found one. We ended up having to just ditch the blazers for the summer. But you can't do anything about the cold. He shivers, rubbing his arms, his breath visible in the autumn air. I lean a little closer and Jack doesn't stop me. He doesn't acknowledge the shared warmth, but honestly, not being kept at arm's length feels like progress. That's decently far away. I'm used to my friends being that close to me. Am I just really close to my friends? I don't like being touched, so I don't know. Because don't touch me. Go away. Until we enter the school and he moves in front of me, keeping a safe distance between us as we walk into the school. You getting breakfast or heading to homeroom then, new kid? I'm gonna grab something real quick. Alright, I'm not hungry, but I don't really care about being late either. I'll wait outside the cafeteria, I guess. I'm not smiling to myself. I duck into the cafeteria. All of the lines are crowded, and I know Jax said he would wait, but I don't want to test his patience. There's a wicker basket of granola bars with a note card in front saying, Student Health Week, take one. I snack one from the basket before turning back to the cafeteria entrance. You get something? I look down at my humble granola bar. Yep, good, let's get going. Just reading, all this out loud reading and talking for like an entire hour straight is starting to hurt, man. I'm not gonna get water because my brother's gonna bother me. We ascend to the main stairwell, entering homeroom at an appropriate time today. I munch on a granola bar while I take my seat. Jax takes the desk behind me. Huh? I turn to look at Jax. You're sitting behind me today? Jax flashes me a grin. You're so observant today, Kieran. He rolls his eyes. What's the problem? Don't trust me? I turn to face from the class as Mr. Kinger starts his lecture on English. I can't help but feel a little nervous periodically, reaching behind my neck to feel any gum or something. I guess I still don't trust Jax. Once I finally manage to focus on class, I feel somebody poking my elbow. I look down to see a small folded piece of paper being passed to me from behind. Must be by Jax. I give a confused look before taking it as discreetly as possible. Unfolding the paper reveals a crudely drawn sketch of Mr. Kinger, a speech bubble over his head that reads blah blah blah. I'm so boring. I stifle a chuckle, adding my own contribution. I've never been very good at art, but I do my best to draw Ragatha. Killjoy. She comes out looking pretty blotched. I draw her nose all wrong and ended up shading in black. Her hair looks like a bunch of rectangles exploding out of red. But I get which side the button is on wrong. But I hope she gets the point across, and I add an arrow with the words Killjoy. Before handing it back, I add another word with the word boring written on it. I pass the note back to Jax, and Jax quickly swipes it from me. I hear him let out a small exhale through his nose before the sound of his pencil scratching again. He takes some time before passing the note back. Pretty much right. Incoming. Open the note to see what he was working on with his time. There's a sketch of him in a lunch truck and previously drawn sketches. There's a speech bubble coming from the truck saying, incoming! There's also a pretty much right he added by my sketch. Not sure if that's a compliment or not. I start my own contribution when Mr. Kinger walks by my desk. Do you have your homework, Karen? I try to cover up the sketch until Mr. Kinger sees the paper and quickly snatches it up. This isn't the homework. He eyes it for a moment. Ow, Karen, you're a pretty good artist. Except for your Ragatha's use of work. Huh? Mr. Kinger continues taking up the homework and our sketches along with them. Crisis averted? I shoot a relieved look at Jax, who's covering his mouth, trying to hide an amusement. Before we can be questioned about it anymore, the lunch bell rings. I follow Jax out to the nearby stairwell. Oh, wow, that was close. Thank God Mr. Kinger doesn't seem to have all his marbles. I chuckle. Yeah, our teacher has a few screws loose. He traces a circle around his temple as he bobs his head from side to side before continuing. Anyway, listen up, Kieran. I have a really good prank idea for today. I perk up. Jack reaches into his blazer pocket and pulls out a little red bottle. What? I managed to get my hands on this Satan butthole ghost pepper sauce. Even a few drops of this is supposed to make you taste nothing but fire for a week. Whoa. Where did he get something like that? I reach for the vial instinctively. Jax puts it back, holding it far above my head. Wasn't easy to get this, Kieran. He tucks it back into interior pocket of his blazer. Besides, guess what today is? Wednesday. It's Mystery Meat Day at the cafeteria. Just a few drops of this little guy in the pot, and everyone's mouth will be on fire. Come on, this should be good. He beckons me to follow, and I do without question. Lots of hesitation. What the fuck? I'm like, I need glasses too. This doesn't help. Oh my god, my eyes hurt. We head for the cafeteria, but stop in our tracks. Looks like everyone decided to work on their culture fair projects in the cafeteria today. A few tables have been cleared where Gangle and Zubul work on a large paper mache sculpture. What the fuck? Pomni sits at a nearby table reading a few thick books from the library and taking notes. Probably still trying to figure out what a culture fair is. I genuinely don't even know what it is. Even though I looked it up, I still halfway know. Agatha looks like she's putting together a stall from pieces of wood and nails. It looks like everyone else is in there. Jack shakes his head and grinning even wider. This is perfect. I bet they're all going to eat here together too. We just need to find a way to discreetly slip this into the kitchen. Even as we cast a glance around and a wide open view of our classmates are so engrossed in their own projects that they don't even notice us. I whistle steadily. We could probably just walk right in. Jack shrugs. Worth a shot. Jackson and I walk up as casually as possible into the kitchen door. He opens it a crack before ushering me in. That was surprisingly easy. Whoa. Is that it? I can barely get the words out. This is the mystery meat vat. Terrible, isn't it? He says with a grin. And it comes out of a hose. His face deadens in abject dread at the implications of that. I break the awkward silence that falls between us. That sure is a lot of meat. Jack shakes the dread off as he returns to his normal grin. Alright, help me find out how to get this in there. Jack's gloved hands scrabble over the sealed vat for any type of opening. I stand there, just sort of watching for a few minutes as Jack tries and fails to find what the opening is he looks for. There's gotta be a valve or something. He grunts as he tries to pry at the door on the side that's been welded shut. How do you open this thing? Maybe there's a pressure relief valve or some kind of button. Opens it. I look around the tank underneath, finding some button and a lever. Hey, buttons. Jax pushes me aside to access the hidden panel. Let me see that. He stares at the panel for a few moments. What is that face? He's really pondering that. I need to figure this out. Jack starts pushing random buttons. Are you sure that's a good idea? A metallic whirring sounds begin as the tank controls seem to come to life. Those hoses begin to croak and whip around. A thick brown sludgy stream of mystery meat comes flowing out. Uh-oh. Turn it off. I scream, panicking as the sludge begins to flow towards us. Right. He tries another button. The hoses begin to whip around like a snake in its final moments. Molten meat sludge spraying all over at a higher volume than before. Please stop hitting random buttons. I tuck my head under my arms as I duck. We gotta get out of here. Jackson and I rush for the door, dodging jets of hot meat juice. Hot meat juice. When we make our desperate escape, we burst out the door like a bat of hell. The hose has a mind of its own, wedging between the door and the frame, oscillating up and down like it's having like it's a living creature. Vile mystery meat spews from its nozzle, a spiteful deluge of heated horror, coating the guilty and innocent alike in in terrible meaty sludge. The sludge flies across Pommy and her books. Oh my god. A thick puddle begins to form on the once pristine table where Zubo and Gangle left their art. A thick jet of meat slams into the ladder Gangle was standing on. The velocity and force behind the gout of meat knocks the ladder over, promptly sending the ribbon character to the ground. She lets out a little yelp, her common mass shattering on impact with the ground. Ragatha is standing behind her stall, which proves to be poor cover as pressurized spray of meat knocks the stall over and pinned underneath it. Everyone is meat. Everything is meat. The entire interior of the cafeteria has been painted by the vile condensation brewing in that vat. Eventually, with a wheezing hiss, the last of the I'm just gonna say continents are exhausted, now lying across everything in my field of vision. A terrible silence settles over the cafeteria in the wake of the chaos. The entire place looking the scene of some grotesque crime. The silence that is eventually broken by the appearance of the Principal Kane, who floats above the bubbling sludge. Whoa! Clean up on aisle you, he says as he surveys the scene. Mystery Meat Day is ruined. Mystery Meat Day? What about the entire culture fair? Our projects are completely covered in meat juice. Oh no, that too. Who could be behind this targeted attack on our school festival? Who do you think? Zubo crosses their arms and glares at Jax and I. To our credit, we are also covered in meat. Listen, we could explain this wasn't supposed to happen. Jax wheels on me as everyone else begins to glare. Yeah, Kieran, what were you thinking, ruining everyone's culture fair projects with meat? You're sick. What? What? I'm very disappointed in you, Kieran. I expected better. Principal Kane turns his back on me, shaking his head as he surveys the cafeteria again. Disciplinary action is the only way I can try to correct this little behavioral hiccup. Wait, before I continue, Principal Kane snaps his fingers and we're transported into his office. Now, wait here while I prepare your disciplinary. He disappears behind a desk for a moment before a massive red slug creature with yellow polka dots slides in, ringing the bell on his desk. Oh god, why is the Glint Queen in this? What the fuck? I'm gonna kill Jax when this is over. I'm gonna punch him in his twiggy little arm. I'm gonna kill him. Because that wasn't very kind, man. A bunch of small geometric shaped creatures with eyes and mouths bounce around the outside office. I'm here to enroll my Gloyson classes, all 500 of them. Kane appears from behind the desk, his eyes wide. Whoa, enrolling 500 Gloinks into classes? That's gonna take a while. Bubble, cancel on my meetings for the rest of the day. On it, boss. He looks a little down as he continues. And cancel my 3 p.m. massage therapy appointment. He turns to face me. Wait here, Karen. Kane moment to the giant slug creature. Follow me this way, your gloinkness. He leads the massive slug thing into a back office. Wait, but what about my I try to protest, but it's too late. Little geometric shapes bounce around the office, now knocking things down and making general chaos. I wait there. I'm realizing now that since Jax and I had pulled our prank, I hadn't really gotten to eat anything. My stomach growls. I think about ditching, but Bubble hasn't stopped staring at me since I sat down. I'm nervous about what will happen if I try to leave. The time crawls by agonizing minute. I missed my first afternoon class, then my second. I start to question if the clock is working right or if time is really passing at this sluggish of a pace. The clock ticks down the last bell for before the day rings. What? The last bell for the day rings. I've been sitting for hours. Gloinks continue to bounce off me and around me, sometimes sticking to my clothes so I have to pluck them off. Hell can't be much worse than this. Yeah, I don't think it can. Alright, thanks for stopping by. We'll be seeing all of your precious gloinks in class. I hope not my class. Bye now. Finally, the gloinks all gather around their mother, who carries them out with her in a sort of organized mess. Kane turns me with a stern face, or as stern as a pair of eyes and a set of toy teeth can look, at least. All right, Kieran. Come to my office immediately. I step in the bleh. I step into Principal Kane's office and sit down. For your disciplinary action, I wait with a bated breath. You'll get a written warning. And I'd like you to help your classmates fix their projects you destroyed tomorrow. Sound good? I waited hours for that. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, off you go then. I walk out of the school finally after a long day of sitting in Kane's office. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I prepare to walk myself back to the dorm alone. My other classmates definitely won't want to see me right now. As I approach the exit of the school, I see a familiar lanky figure waiting at the entrance. Jax? I'm shocked. The purple rabbit is standing there. How long has he been waiting there? Was he waiting for me? He tilts his head and grins at me. Wow, it took you long enough. I just got pretty messy back there. I guess it got pretty messy back there. It didn't go exactly the way I wanted it to. But it was still pretty funny, though. You should have seen everyone's faces. It wasn't funny, Jax. Yeah, it was pretty funny. See, I knew you wouldn't be mad. You're cool. I'm kind of mad, but I'm a people pleaser. So yeah, that was great. The rabbit smirks. He seems kind of relieved at that. Ready to head back? Kind of relieved. Now I want to know what would happen if I picked the other option. Ready to head back? I wonder how long he was waiting there, because he had to be there for at least a good 30 minutes to an hour. We head back to the dorms, and I'm just happy that me and Jax are still cordial after everything, even though my stomach growls from not eating all day. When I get to my dorm, I feel a bit lightheaded. Maybe I should go to the lounge and get something to eat. That's what my brain says. My body's tired from the day's events, and I opt out and just lay in my bed. My stomach is still churning from our near miss earlier. Anyway, I can't believe I almost stood up to Jax. There's no way that would have ended well. I wake up to my alarm. I thought I had just rested my eyes for a second. Did I really sleep through the entire night? My stomach rumbles loudly as I stand unsteady on my feet. Did I forget to eat last night? I'm starving. I definitely have to pick up some breakfast on the way today. I put on my uniform and head out. Jax is waiting for me by his door. Hey, new kid, ready for some wicked pranks today? I think I came up with a really good one to pull on Giggle. All I ate yesterday was a granola bar. I barely eat every day, and even that would be hard for me. Oh, actually, Kane told me I have to help fix the culture fair damage I did yesterday. It was a part of my disciplinary action. What? Boo, that's lame. We're not doing that. But Kane won't even notice you didn't do it. Trust me, he has the attention span of a squirrel. I guess you're right. Come on, don't want to be late. We're trying to stay off Kane's radar today. He smirks at me before walking ahead. Yeah, because I got in trouble, asshole. By the time I stumble into homeroom, the bell is already ringing. I take my seat. My stomach grumbles loudly. I didn't get to pick up any breakfast, but it's fine. I can make it to lunch, probably. I hope I faint. That'd be kind of fun. By the time lunch rolls around, I feel lightheaded and weak. I try to keep up pace with Jax, but my hunger makes me sort of loopy and slow. I trip over my own feet a few times and try to keep pace with the purple rabbit. Alright, so I have a really good idea. Do we have to find Gangle and Zubul to make sure Zubul isn't playing bodyguard. I try to pay attention to what he's saying, but it feels like slow motion. I'm going to need you to lure Gangle to the top of the stairs. That's the last thing I hear before my vision blurs and the lights go out. Oh, I passed out. I come to in what seems to be a nurse's office. Did I pass out? Wakey, Kieran. Principal Kane, what happened? You collapsed in the hallway due to low blood sugar. Huh, I wonder why. I didn't know that could happen with your unique situation. I brushed off the comment. What is he talking about? Where's Jax? Ow. I grab my head and feel a twinge of pain. Steady, Kieran. You had a pretty pratfall out there. Ouch, I really feel it now. Kane laughed maniacally. It was a whole thing. You toppled over the side of the stairs, landed on the ground floor. Lucky you. Someone scraped you off the floor and brought you back here. Am I okay to go back to class now? I still have to help everyone get their stuff fixed for the culture fair. Well, I have good news for you. Kane smiles, twiddling his cane in his hands. You see, Kieran, the culture fair had to be cancelled. What? Yep. He paces back and forth. We lost way too much progress on Wednesday, and then yesterday Gangle also had to make a nurse visit, tripped right down the stair. 2 stair accidents in one day. I wonder why. So, are you telling me? Wait, yesterday? I thought you were gonna do that today. Was I passed out for the entire day? Because I'm pretty sure Jax was gonna tell me I needed to trip Gangle down the stairs. So does that mean that Jax still pulled that prank even without me? Not good for our image. He pauses a moment, shaking his head before resuming his pacing. With you and Gangle out of commission, we couldn't recover our losses, so the culture fair is a bust. He says this. He throws up hands, and a bunch of playing cards explode from them before fluttering to the ground. You gonna clean that up? He looks at me. I look back, and Kane blinks a few moments before remembering the face palming as he says, "Oops, that's right. Head injury." He snaps his fingers as the playing cards disappear. Wait, which day did Gangle fall? What day is today? I panic. Yup, I panic, edging as its way into my voice despite the attempts to keep calm. Friday. I was out for an entire day. I thought so. Yep, I was worried we lost you, but then I remembered that can't really happen. King continues as I sit shocked at the elevation. Did Jax at least come to visit me? Who? Who? Oh, no. Oh, nobody visited you. That doesn't surprise me. I think Jax only didn't visit me because he doesn't want to be considered cringe. We sit in an awkward silence. He fidgets with his cane before resuming the conversation. Well, thought since you brought up Jax. What about Jax? I say, eager for the news about my friend. You see, Kieran, you were an NPC. One I designed to help Jax learn to get along with his classmates. the fuck? And maybe even open up in the time for the culture fair. But well, it looks like everything went right out the window. Why am I an NPC? Fuck you, he says as he says this. He makes an exaggerated tossing motion and a nearby window flies open. Outside, the sound of breaking glass can be heard, even though I'm pretty sure his hands were empty. Unfortunately, that kind of leaves you in an unfortunate position. You really won't be much use anymore, Kane shrugs. It looks like he it, it looks like he pulled you more to his side than anything. He's so persuasive, the lovable scamp. But that means we'll have to go back to the drawing board. Did I hit my head harder than I thought? What is he talking about? Why is everything so fuzzy again? An NPC? What does that mean? Don't worry, this won't hurt a bit, Kieran. In fact, you'll actually be feeling nothing soon. What? Wait, what? I barely have time to even comprehend what Kane says to me, as my conduciveness suddenly feels like it's pulled from my body, and all I can hear are echoes from Kane. I'm sure we'll get it next time. What the fuck? We're loading the save. It wasn't funny, Jax. Oh, come on, don't be so lame. Not being lame or boring. Whatever else you want to call me. We messed up everyone's culture fair projects that they've been working on all week. The world's. I think this could actually make it work out. I'm kind of mad about how that ended. Like, I'm pissed. That ending is pissing me off. The words come spitting out before I can stop them, but I can't honestly say I disagree with anything I'm saying, or even that it doesn't deserve to be said. Jax rolls his eyes and crosses his arms as I offer my heartfelt rebuke of our actions. Geez, I didn't think you cared about that stupid festival. He gives me a look of utter ridicule. Maybe I don't, but they clearly do. I curl into myself. Now they probably hate me. The tears flow freely as my words. I spent hours in the office, missing lunch, missing my classes, and on top of it all, you just let me take the blame for it all. I could deal with everyone hating me, but at least I thought you would be there for me. Jax's grin curls into a frown of disgust, but I can't stop. I don't know if I care. You weren't there for me. There for you? His voice is venom, bearing down on me with cold, condescending anger. What do you think of this? You think I'm just gonna swoop in and save you every time you need it? He wipes his hand off his uniform as his expression returns to one of neutrality. You wanted to pull that prank just as much as me. He turns away from me before letting out a short maniac laugh. You went along with every little thing I told you to do until now. Now you want me to care what everyone else thinks of you? He turns away from me before leaning back down to my level, gazing into my eyes with maniac anger. Being Jax's friend is hard. I just want to be your bestie, man. His voice seems to pitch up as he gets in my face, his pupils dilating to small black squares. Nobody here has ever liked you. He sweeps an arm across his chest. I have to stumble back to avoid being pushed back. You spend every moment here tormenting them with me. He points to his face with a maniac grin now. Matches his eyes. Maniac grin. Matches his. Where a maniac grin now matches his eyes and tones. Now you want to pretend you have a moral compass? He leans back and lets out a hollow laugh. That might be the only funny thing that you did that I didn't tell you to do. I sit there in stunned silence. As I hold back more tears, I have to admit he's right too. I did spend the last 2 days with him pranking people. I thought we were having fun, but today we took it too far. I can't even stand to look at Jax. I turned away, half mumbling my words. I thought you were my friend. Oh, verbally hit that. Jack's maniac grin falls away from his face as his mouth narrows, his pupils go wide. Somehow, this is even scarier than the maniac rage I was facing moments ago. No, he says plainly. No? He can't mean that. I push him for a different response. I'm not your friend. My chest goes tight. Why would he say that? How could he say that after everything that's happened between us? It feels like I'm talking to a different person. Deny. I know you don't mean that. Oh, I should have saved. Hold up. Save. I gotta save these, because if I don't, deny. I know you don't mean that. Oh my god. Listen, newbie, and listen closely. We aren't friends. He stretches out each word before returning to signature smile, taking a few deep breaths. We were never friends. I was just having a little fun. Clearly, you got the wrong impression. Why would you say that? I'm on the verge of tears again. I thought we were getting close. Jack scoffs. Getting close? Are you that deluded, new kid? Then why would you wait for me before school and text me at night and sit by me in classes? It's my turn to be angry. You chose to help me last night. Why would you do that if you didn't care? Jack shrugs initially. You're reading too much into it. I can't even look at him as tears blur my vision. Our shoulders bump as I run past him. Everything about this moment hurts. Every emotion feels like a jagged edge. But it's like Jack says, I must be deluded. I'm deluded to think we were friends. I was alone this entire time, and when the others reached out for me or offered to respite me, I turned them away. I heard the others whispering or casting worried looks in my way as I get back to the dorm. Oh, wait, what was that? What happened? I hear the others whispering or casting worried looks my way as I get back to the dorm. I open my stupid plain door to my stupid plain room and throw myself on the bed. Where I finish crying and begin regaining my senses, the first thing I notice is how hungry I am. I load up door-to-door dash to see that the only open restaurant is some fast food place called Spudsy's. I load up their menu. It looks like they have available something that's called the Stupid Burger. What the hell is that? Sounds kind of weird. Or the Stupid Burger. It's oh wait, you know what? I'm gonna go back because I kind of want to see what happens if I don't order anything. Order the Stupid Burger. It's really my only choice for food at the moment, and my stomach rumbles to remind me of how badly I need to eat something. Whatever, as I order it and I await the delivery as my stomach grumbles even louder. It takes surprisingly little time for it to get to my dorm. There's a knock at the door. I open it. My delivery guy, a red mannequin-looking character, holds my food in his hand. Order for. He's gone. I stumble. Oh, it's disappearing. He's gone. I stumble forward, catching my food moments before it splats against the ground and makes eating that much messier. That was strange. Still, at this point, I'm learning to simply not question the way things work at this school. I go over to my dorm and wrap the burger. There's a weird pink sauce dripping from the patty. That must be what makes it stupid, I guess. My stomach rumbles again to remind me that I'm too ravenous to even think about another decision. I take a big bite of the burger. Another, and another, and another, and another. Before I know it, I've completely eaten it up. I attempt to get up, and then suddenly the room starts spinning and stretching. And I just stop, and just sort of moving. And this is weird. Everything is so funny. The room is funny. My bed is funny. Wow, that was a really good burger. Suddenly I hear a knock at the door. 1 second. I shout a little louder than I meant to. I try to regain my balance and then pick myself up off the floor. But it's no fair because the room is still spinning. Come on, the room, stop spinning. And I knock at the door. Oh, fuck. Let yourself in. I'm no closer to the door, and the room isn't slowing down anytime soon. Lying on the cool balcony floor seems like the right move. Luckily, I must have forgotten to lock up after getting my food because my favorite bunny walks into the room. Jax, weren't we not friends? He regards me with a skeptical raised eyebrow. Are bunnies supposed to have eyebrows? He sighs. Karen, what the heck have you gotten into? He's so tall. I barely come up to his ankle. Or is that because I'm on the ground? Tall bunny alert, tall bunny spotted. I laugh. You get taller or something? I hiccup. I tilt my head to the side to get a better look at him. He looks annoyed but concerned. Is my Jaxie boy worried about me? Sit up. Are you drunk or something? Drunk? No way. You're drunk. You heard some come out. Jax gets down to my level and tries to sit me up against my bed, but I push him away laughing. Would you just... He struggles to get a good hold on me. Sit down. Even as he manages to force me into an upright sitting position, my hands flail out, pushing his face away from me. No, I shout, pushing for a moment before I crawl away. You're drunk and mean. Jax sighs and stands back up, giving up for the moment. What am I even doing here? He mutters under his breath. I can hear him. Then he speaks up. Bro, I brought you food since you missed lunch. He emphasizes the last word of each sentence, pointing to an exaggerated way to the bag to his hand. He shakes his head as I keep lolling my head from side to side, fascinated by whatever he's trying to do. Whatever happened, you're too messed up to even eat, right? He folds his arms and turns away from me. But I have a real truth bomb ready for this mean bunny. Bruh, you don't want to be my friend though. The last word comes out as a mix of other words, but I'm trying to be serious as I stumble over my own words. You hate me. I emphasize the word hate, putting as much of my fleeting breath as I can muster. Whatever was in that burger is wearing off enough for me to stumble to my unsteady feet. Jax is impressed that I managed to stand up, but doesn't acknowledge the huge truth bomb I just dropped. I try to take a step forward, my knees wobble dangerously, and I almost fall over again. Careful! He flinches, almost reaching out to catch me, but I catch myself. What the heck is up with you, Kieran? You're gonna hurt yourself. Just sit down. He shouts at me urgently, but I'm too deep into telling him like it is to let him distract me. I said it. Say it. Say you hate me. I swing useless floppy hands at his cartoon rabbit face. He doesn't even have to try to dodge a single one. Hey, watch it. He catches my wrist in his hands. Would you stop that already? Why are my hands like black gloves? Like it's like a weird almost. He tightens his grip, making me his captive. Listen to me right now, Kieran. He manages through heavy breaths. We are going to move you to the bed, you are going to sit down, and then you are going to go to sleep. He didn't say that he hated me though. So you don't hate me? Again, my words start merging inside my clumsy mouth, but the meaning is still there. My anger subsides as I look into his beautiful yellow eyes. You love me, don't you? I inch closer to his face. What are you talking about? He shouts at me. Oh God, I need to save you. I don't know which one to do. Oh God. Oh, there's multiple empty slots. Good, because I might have to save more. Oh, I chose the. I think I should have fought him before. I really should have. I don't know what to do. Chat, I don't know what to do. Chat, what do I do? Oh my God, I don't know what to do. If this doesn't go well, I'm gonna go back and change it. I lean in. I filled with sparks flying between us. These must be the feelings he was trying to fight this whole time. Could it be he was pushing me away because he really felt this way? I feel hot and lightheaded, but before our faded lips can touch, I feel my body go weak and give out. I pass out. That didn't go well. Day 3 complete. If this doesn't end well, I'm going back and changing it. What just happened? I need to know what happens if I chose the other thing. 1 second. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I misread the situation. He did come all the way here to give me food. There's no way he hates me. Our relationship is so confusing. I feel hot and lightheaded. Then I trail off, almost forgetting the rest of the thought. What do you feel about me? I manage to stutter out. My body collapses under the weight of the stupid sauce and tiredness. I fail gracelessly through the air, and his arms catch me and lower me softly into my bed. So either way, the same thing happens. Now I'm really confused. Is it the same thing or is it different? I don't even know. I don't know. We're gonna do this. The covers over me as if nothing happened last night. Did anything happen last night? My memory is all fuzzy. I ate a burger and then Jax was there. Jax. I stood up straight in my bed and do a quick scan of my room, but it's completely empty. Could it be just a dream? I noticed a bag on my desk. Food. I guess some of it wasn't a dream. I rack my fuzzy mind to remember what happened. I come empty-handed. I have to get ready for school anyway. I stumble out of bed. My head throbs with pain. This is not my finest moment. I manage to get dressed in my uniform and grab my things for something out of bed. You know what? Nah. Approaching the school, it seems like every other student is coupled with another one chatting away. They head to class for the day. I look for Jax, but no avail. But what would I even do if I saw him? Talk to him, pretend like nothing happened? I can't ignore the thoughts swimming around my head. Keeping me too distracted to pay any real attention in class. For his part, Jax is a no-show this morning. The next activity, form pairs. Kinger says, then his eyes catch me in my isolated corner in an empty seat next to me where Jax should be. Oh, it looks like we're missing a student. It's like a spotlight is focused on me, all eyes focused on my humiliating solitude. I feel like I'm going to cry, and then, hey Kieran, want to join me in Ragatha's group? Her smile is awkward but friendly. I almost want to lash out at her and say something like, being alone is better than being with a lame-o like you. But I'm too miserable to put that into words, and her kindness is genuine. Come on, Kieran, you can sit next to us. Even with Ragatha gives a shy smile. I shuffle over, leaving my dignity behind me. Hey guys. There's a few moments of awkward silence. God, I feel like the worst person in the world for ruining their projects. Hey Kieran, how you doing? You seem kind of off today. She chills off, giving me another awkward smile. Huh? Oh, sorry. Did something happen between you and Jax? Ragatha shoots her a look. Pommy. Then she fixes me with a genuine look, a gentle look. Did something happen though? I roll my eyes and swallow my sadness. That obvious? Maybe it's time to get this off my chest. We got into a huge argument yesterday over that prank we pulled. I still feel really bad about messing up everyone's projects. And then Kane punished me. Jax just walked off and he acted like he messed up for me to expect him to share the blame with me. We were both upset. And he said a lot of things. And I just wish I hadn't told him how mad he made me. No, I'm glad you told him. Pommy puts a hand on my arm. That's not fair to you, Kieran. You're allowed to be upset and talk about things with your friends. Agatha nods. Jax isn't the kind of person to really talk about those kind of feelings with. She seems to almost be speaking to herself, looking into the distance. Pomni shoots her a look before continuing. He sort of puts up walls with that kind of stuff. Why has he really not made any friends with anyone in this school? He used to have friends here. He did? Ragatha has my full attention. It was... She pauses a moment, rubbing her forearm. A while ago. Back when we were... Back then we were all friends. Hoffmo and Ribbit were his closest friends, though. They really brought everyone together. But one day something happened. Brought everyone together. But one day something happened. We lost them, and Jax closed off. He took it really hard. What happened? Ragatha and Pomni exchange a look before Ragatha leans in, whispering under her breath. Out of school suspension. That's supposed to be scary or sad or something. Still, I guess that's why Jax is the way he is. He just doesn't want to get hurt again. I understand. At least, I think I do. If it makes you feel any better, him not being here is kind of a good sign. How is him avoiding me a good sign? He cared enough that he had to take some time off. Jax likes to run away from his feelings, so whatever happened, it affected him enough to skip class today. The cogs in my head start turning. Is everything she said true? That all we did together, getting trapped in the supply closet, pulling that prank, all the awkward pauses where it felt like we were both holding back. So something was there. So what? So what? You think I should go after him? Pomni pondered for a moment before peering over at our teacher. Well, someone once told me, the worst thing you can do is make someone think that they're not wanted or loved. She looks back at me. I think it's worth a shot to try and patch things up with him. I actually don't think it would have changed much whether or not I did what I did there with that decision. I don't think it actually changed anything. I think the same thing would have happened. I stand up suddenly, surprising the two girls in front of me. You're right. He needs me right now. Thanks, Pomni. I sprint out of class, even as Ragatha and Pomni look are shocked. For his part, Mr. Kinger looks too confused to tell me to sit back down as I leave the classroom. Boy, where would Jax be? There's no way Kane would just let him skip school. I rack my brain. Imagine you're on a wide open rooftop where your happy place is. Is that his happy place? I don't have time to think of another place. The crisp fall air blows out of the school door as I push it open. Jax is here, looking out at the view. He turns his face to me. Jax, I know you don't see me as your friend, and that's okay. But I always think of you as my friend, and I just can't make you like me. You can't make me not like you. I call out to him. Wait, was that a thought, or? As much as you push me away and try to make me hate you, I won't do it. I'll always come back, even if you think I'm just crazy, I'll never stop trying to be your friend. So no matter what you do or say, you won't get rid of me, Jax. For better or worse, I'm here to stay. He gives me a confused look. That got kind of creepy at the end there. There at the end. His charismatic smirk returns to his face. But if you're not obsessed with me, I guess I'm really stuck with you. He sounds kind of relieved. He walks over me, putting a gloved hand on top of my head. Stalker. He smirks down at me. I smile back at him, blushing a little. Will things go back to normal now? So, Jax, Papa Purple Rabbit looks at me. Yeah? I can't remember everything that happened last night. I ordered some kind of burger, and you were there, and nothing happened. He interrupts me, putting a gloved hand over my mouth. Hold up. I managed, despite his attempts to silence me. You ate a bad burger. He says, pulling his hands away from my mouth. Why do I remember you there? So many questions. You were just making an annoying amount of noise. So I went over there so you knock it off, and then he trails off looking away. Just don't order from there again, okay? Hold up. I gotta save. Yeah, I'm gonna overwrite that. Because I'm on that path and I don't think it's any different. Push. Oh, come on, please tell me. I say, putting on the most pitiful face I can. Jack's grin starts sadistically looking down at me. Oh no. Okay, but you were an absolute freak last night. His grin grows wider. You did horrible, horrible things. The kind of things anyone would be scared about getting out. Would be scared getting out. Ugh, why did I ask? I didn't want to hear it anymore. His grin is just as wide. Well, anyways, Kieran, I got something fun for us to do on our lunch break. Oh yeah? Well, about that, he looks at me and eyebrow raised. Sort of promised Principal Kane I'd help everyone with their culture fair project adventures. This isn't with their culture fair projects. This doesn't say adventures anywhere in there. His eyes go wide as he scowls down at me. What? Yeah, I was part of the disciplinary action for the prank yesterday. He crosses his arms. I don't want to do that. Well, it's not like you got punished yesterday. You can just meet me after school. Jack's already shaking his head. You're seriously gonna pour your heart out to me, then ditch me for those losers? You could always come with me, I say, putting on my most pathetic face. Jack rolls his eyes with a sour expression. Alright, let's get it over with so Kane gets off your back. Then we can have some real fun. What's wrong with me? Our first stop is Pomni in the library. She spies us as we enter the library, making frustrated noises as she sorts among the books to recover her notes from yesterday. Pomni. She returns her face to me with a tired sigh. Hey, she puts an unconvincingly happy face. What brings you two here? We're here to help in any way we can. Sorry about the whole meat thing. Pomni turns to Jax. You're really gonna help, Jax? Jax gives me a dirty look. Yeah, whatever Kieran says. I've been looking all day for culture festival books. I have no idea who organized these shelves though, or how they were organizing them. I don't even know if I can find any new books after what happened yesterday. We'll find some. Least I can do after you go find Jax. We start searching for books about culture festivals, some of us, Jax, less enthusiastically than others. One shelf is devoted to corn recipes, and corn byproducts. Jax searches the bookshelf directly behind me. You find anything? He just shakes his head. This library is so random. He nods. Another shelf has books with no common topic, in fact, the only thing they have in common is that their covers are blue. I throw my hands up in the air and groan in frustration. This could take a while. Hey, Kieran. He pulls out a thick book with the title Celebrations of Culture, Fairs, and other occasions, smirking as he waves it in my face. What the heck was that? Jack shrugs. Between a birdwatching book called Beginner's Guide to Vultures and a book about dry mulcher law. Who did organize this? Oh my god, Jax, it's so big. my god. Oh my god, Jax, it's so big. What are you two doing over there? Yeah, I would be asking that too. You gotta show Pomni. What? I don't need to see. You gotta show Pomni. What? I don't need to see. We step up from behind the bookshelf. Jax holds out the book. Oh. What did you do? What did you that entire thing. What? I don't want to see. Hold up. My nose ring's fucked up. 1 second. I'm trying to get out of frame because it looks like where is out of frame actually. 1 second. Looks like I'm picking my nose. Alright, fix it. And I don't want that to be on the internet, man. Okay. There you go. Wait. Oh my god. What the fuck happened? There we go. It was like in really fucking weird. Okay. Alright, let's finish this. Between a book about vultures and a Scottish law book. What the? No, you know what? That might be the most sense this library has even made. She takes the book and skims the pages. This should be more than enough. She gives us both a relieved smile. You guys were really helpful. I can't help but smile back even as Jax crosses his arms and gives us both an annoyed look. Thanks. I nod and smile as I tug Jax away, but before he can undo all the goodwill we just earned. Helping others isn't so bad, huh, Jax? Speak for yourself. He's just scared. Next on the list is Ragatha. She's pacing the classroom manically. There's no way I can get this all organized in time. Jax announces our presence. Hey, Raggy. Ragatha sees us reunited, and you'd think she just saw the girl from The Exorcist, the way she regards us. Come on, you two haven't done enough to our projects already. I throw my hands up in a defensive gesture. I promise we're here to help. Jax casts a glance at our way, mostly Jax's way, that says she doubts it. We're completely innocent. Why does he sound so unconvincing when he says it that way? Wait, we're completely innocent. Why are you saying it like that? I don't know. I elbow Jax's gut, which has him doubling over. I appreciate the thought, but I'm good, she says, harshly turning back to her clipboard. Come on, Ragatha. I have to do this part as part of my punishment from yesterday, or Kane's gonna punish me. We'll do whatever we can to help. She gives us a voluptuous look, but relents. Well, I mean, if you have to, and Kane's gonna punish you, if you don't, I guess I can give you something to work on. How about, she looks around. Oh, how about you two work on the info stall? I just putting it together. I have a few other things I need to do, so I can trust you two to do it. She motions a series of wooden boards, staplers, and nails. Let me know if you need anything else, okay? She casts one vaguely distrustful glance at us before departing. Jack rolls his eyes when the door shuts behind her. What's her problem? He grins at me. I respond by staring to see how the stall is supposed to fit together. I'm the best place to put the screws. Come on, you're really putting that thing together? I roll my eyes in response. The sooner I start, the sooner I'm done. Jax picks up a hammer and hefts it in his hand with a wicked grin. Or we could use this to break Ankle's mask. Jax. He rolls his eyes and gives an exaggerated sigh. I keep trying to fit pieces together, applying a liberal amount of staples and nails. Sometimes when I ask for a tool, Jax hands it to me, and he does as little as he can without ignoring me. Still, it's better than the no help at all I was expecting. I take a step back and look at my handiwork. It definitely looks like a stall. I test some of the supports. It seems steady. Looks like we're good here. You know what this could use? I sigh, already knowing the answer. A centipede. Just as he says that, Ragatha walks in. Her eyes go wide at Jax's word. What centipede? Well, Kieran and I were. I elbow him again. Nothing. Jax and I are finished here. Are finished here if you think this is good. Jax mutters something rude at me. Well, Ragatha expects the stall. I keep hitting him. I kind of feel bad. He's just my little guy. Good job, you two. There's a hint of surprise in her voice. Thanks, Kieran. Then as an afterthought. And you too, Jax. She collects herself, beaming with gratitude. If you guys have more time, I have a lot more I could help with. Sure, it's been fun, Ragatha. Catch you later. He grabs my wrist and pulls me out of the room before Ragatha can protest. Alright, we're next on this stupid punishment quest. I like how he wasn't even punished, he got punished too. The art classroom. Jax rolls his eyes as I lead the way. We set the door open to the art classroom. The classroom door open. Gingle and Zubor scribbling away, pushing out any art they can finish. Half-finished sketches litter the floor, married by a single intricate line or scratched out, being too poor quality to be submitted for the culture fair. I call out to them. Hey Gingle, hey Zubul. Gingle ignores me, but Zubul looks up, turning to us with a sour expression. What do you two want? Jesus, why the cold shoulder, Zubul? Zubul's expression intensifies. What is it now? Didn't you two do enough yesterday? Look, Zubul, I'm really, really, really sorry about yesterday. Is there anything at all we can do to make it up to you? Zubul eyes me, then Jax. I guess I can trust you, Kieran, but why is he here? They point at Jax. Are you seriously trying to tell me you're sorry, Jax? I didn't think you could feel sorry about anything. Nah, you're right. I'm not sorry. Just bored. Zubul's expressions stay sour, but they turn to me, their gaze softening. Well, it's not up to me, but it's up to Gangle. Maybe you can make things up to her. I turn to Gangle, who has stopped drawing to watch us intently. Gangle, I'm so sorry about yesterday. Can you help with your art? And Gangle thinks about it for a second. You promise you and Jax won't mess things up, right? Hey, I interrupt him before he can make anything worse. I promise we won't. Jax just rolls his eyes, crossing his arms. Okay, I guess you guys can help. Can either of you draw? I think about it for a few moments. I'm honestly pretty bad, but Jax is alright at it. Jax looks at me. I just sold him out for a talent of silver. What? And when Mr. King, your sketches you were making class, he thought they were good too. Zubul face palms. I can't believe I'm saying this, but here. They hand us a few large pieces of poster-sized paper. Do your best. We're trying to make as many posters as we can for the festival. Yeah, we need to get people excited for the culture festival and try something like this. Neil lifts up a poster of the entire class rendered in a manga style. Big eyes, small mouths. The top reads Go Culture Festival. The proportions seem off. Ragatha definitely isn't that busty, and I think Kane would have an issue if Plumley's skirt was really that short. But I get the spirit of her art. What? Seriously? I hate that. Zubul glares at him. We didn't ask for critique. Get to work. Now get to work, you two. I try to draw something, but I'm so nervous I end up just drawing a bunch of wiggly outlines, making no headway. Jax has already made some impressive progress on something. Oh. this culture fair is sure going to be killer. The image is Jax holding a hammer. Gangle's mask is shattered, and Zubul has been disassembled. The title is This culture fair is going to be killer. Zubul walks over to check our progress. So how are you two doing over here? I throw my arms over Jax's defensive drawing. Hey, it's going good, so good, but don't peek, no spoilers. Zubul raises an eyebrow, but shrugs before returning to the corner. Gangle is already working in. What's wrong with my poster? Seriously, you thought it was funny when a truck was running over Ragged the... Oh shit, wrong button. In class, Jax, this is something that everyone in the school is gonna see. Jax grins. Good, they'll think it's funny too. I'm too distracted lecturing Jax to notice somebody sneaking up behind us. Oh, her face falls as she looks at the drawing. See, Gangle knows what art is. Come on, give me your opinion. This is way too violent to put up at the culture festival, but she shows off. But your style is pretty good, Jax. How long have you been practicing this cartoony style? What? I mean, you clearly know your way around a pencil. By now, Zubul has been alerted to something going on by our corner. Spying, she sees a drawing and glare at Jax. Are you serious with this? They gesture to his art and shrug. Gangle is right. This is better than I was expecting from either of you. Gangle smiles despite herself. Have you been hiding your talents from us? Now Jax shields the drawing with his body. Alright, that's enough. You said it wouldn't work, so stop looking at it. If you join the art club, we could draw together more, and something like real fear begins to sneak its way into Jax's expression. No. I am not like you. I cut him off before he can destroy what little good will we manage to accumulate. Hey, we can just go to a different corner and keep working. Jax and I share the rest of the day trying to make passable art. I struggle to make something that looks good, and Jax struggles to draw anything that would be appropriate for a culture festival. Despite our struggles, Gangle and Zubul look genuinely happy for what little we can provide. I'm worried that if I lean back too far, I'm gonna get out of frame, even though I know I'm not going to. I know I'm still in frame even when I go this far back, but I'm scared that that's why I'm sitting like this, because I'm scared if I do this, y'all are not gonna be able to see me, but you can. And it's annoying me. Why am I sitting like this? What happened to my chair? Whatever. Thanks, Karen. Even if you two didn't do too much, Gangle cuts her off. We really appreciate the effort. Gangle manages to smile. Anytime. Looking back at all the good we did today feels like a weight lifted off my chest. And Jax will keep a seat open for you in our club. Jax just shudders as we depart the art classroom. As we step out, the bus to dismissal class rings us. What? As we step out, the bell to dismiss class rings. When we are out of earshot of everyone, Jack's sighs sagging. That was exhausting. I don't know. That wasn't bad at all for me. There's other ways to have fun other than making people miserable. I grinned smugly, stepping closer to him. Before either of us can make another move, Kane appears from thin air, hovering in front of us. That's an A+ job if I ever saw one, Karen. You managed to make up for all your pranks this week and then some. He notices my purple companion. And congrats on roping Jax into help with you two. As a reward, I've cooked up a special vacation location for you two to visit. The air above us explodes in a spray of color confetti fluttering down on us like snow. I stick my tongue out. Candy confetti. It tastes like straight sugar as it melts on my tongue. Kane looks at me. Don't do that. And he gestures to a 3D model of a mall, and he conjures from thin air in front of us. Behold the amazing digital mallscape. Come check it out when you finish with homework, why don't you? He winks at us before disappearing, leaving as strangely as he first appeared. A new location? Ugh, a mall lane. Why don't we get to pick? Oh yeah, well, what would have you picked? Yeah, but I mean, I was just completing my disciplinary action, so it's not like you usually get reward for doing that. Drax shrugs. I guess so. You want to go? I'm almost scared to ask. Jax rolls his eyes. I'm bleeding, guys. I keep picking scabs. Anything that's a break from this boring old school. I'd probably visit a doctor's office if it meant getting out of here. I mean, do you know? Do you want to go? Do you want to go together? I'm good. I look up at him on the verge of tears. He scrambles to respond before I can actually start crying. Jeez, I'm kidding. Come on. How about we go tonight? Why was I about to start crying already, man? It's not that deep. But we have school tomorrow. Jesus, who are you, Ragatha? Alright, okay, we can go tonight then. I grin up at him, barely able to hide my excitement. Looking through my dorm, I realize I don't actually have anything to wear to the mall tonight while I spend time with Jax. You would have thought my parents would have sent me some clothes, some of my clothes, but I'm starting to doubt whether they even remember I exist. I don't think your parents are real, man. Stop fucking bleeding. As I reluctantly pull on a fresh uniform, I silently hope that there will be a clothes shop so I can pick out something new. Yeah, I bet. I head out of my dorm with a sigh of resignation as I make my way to the mall using the Wacky Maps app on my Wacky Watch. Make a left right here. I don't actually know which way's left and right. I have it written on my hands, but it's starting to fade. I need a pen. Is it just me or does left sound better than right? Like, it just sounds better when you say it out loud. Like, left, right. Like, I'm sorry, but right isn't right, man. I like left better. It just sounds better. Which is funny because I write better with my right hand, even though I am ambidextrous. Like, it's not a big difference, but it's a little bit. There's only one voice in try as I might. It can't be disabled. In fact, the voice can't be dialed below max volume on the Wacky Watch. The best I can manage is pressing an apologetic hand over it as the principal's cane voice, muffled, barks out directions from it. In a half mile, make a right. Half a mile? I'm relieved when I finally get there. The mall is large. It's large. It's large. It's a few stories tall with a big glass roof. As I enter, I see a few glowing storefronts and some furniture sets out in a sort of lounge area. I facepalm as I realize I never asked Jax exactly where in the mall we should meet up. I tap my Wacky Watch. No messages from Jax. I just sit down on the bench to collect my thoughts. A familiar voice calls out to me. Yo, Karen. Bro, what is this man wearing? Hey, Jax. He's already wearing a new set of clothes. He looks so cool. Nice fit, Jax. This? I just had this lying around. His words may be humble, but his confident posture betrays how much he liked the compliment. He casts a mildly disapproving glance my way. So why are you just wearing your school uniform? I blush. He tilts his head with this savage grin. Don't tell me you didn't have anything else. It's so lame. I can't believe Kane didn't even give you an alternative wardrobe. Well, we're at a mall anyways. We can just pick something up. His grin widens at my embarrassment before just diffusing the tension by ruffling my hair. Sure thing. Where do you want to go, Karen? Oh God. I don't know. Frick. Her ladyship, spicy subject. I don't want to go there. Trendsetters, her lazy shits. We're gonna go with trendsetters because I don't know what that is. Jax follows me as I walk up to the well-manicured storefront. Plain mannequins. Nothing like the mannequins at that staff at the school. Staff at the school? At the staff school? I don't know what that said. What? Like that staff the school. Oh, like that staff the school. Stand in the window wearing various pastels accompanied by khaki shorts and miniskirts. Genuinely, my throat hurts from reading. I'm gonna go get water, guys. I'll be right back. I trapped myself in this chair. Has anyone even watched this so far? I don't think anyone has. Whatever. Pretty bland for a place called Trendsetters, but I wasn't expecting anything revolutionary. Jax eyes the window dubiously before grinning wickedly at me. Pretty girl, huh? Didn't know you liked this sort of stuff, Kieran. I'll have you know, they have a pretty good selection. I huff, pouting, as I look up at him. Jax follows me in the store, still grinning at me. Oh God, ew! Load, we're loading. No. Yes. I don't know what that is. Hot Topic. That makes more sense. Jax walks with me as I walk to the all-black storefront. That makes more sense. Spicy subject. Hot Topic. The faded fluorescent buzzing from the red sign above the store. An impressive array of band shirts and black clothes filled the display windows. Wow, so you're the edgy sort, huh? Didn't expect that. Oh, I'm full of surprises. I grin playfully at Jax, who rolls his eyes. Whatever you say. He seems skeptical, but the smile doesn't leave his face as we walk in. Oh, hell yeah. This is my style. Except, Hot Topic, the only Hot Topic closest to me is far enough away that I am not able to go there very often. They're also really expensive. It makes me sad. So instead I get stuck with random ass shirts. Punk rock and alternative music play from the speakers. There is an entire wall devoted to silver piercings. There is? Jack picks up a belt from a shelf. Whoa, I think this might be more studs than belt. I find a black jean jacket with tears on the arms and on a rack and check the tag. Perfect. It's my size. I pull it out, holding it in front of me. What about this, Jax? He regards me for a moment. That's pretty intense. It's hard to tell from his tone or face if he meant that as a good thing or a bad thing. To play it safe, I put it back on the rack and kept searching for an outfit. Jax has found the band shirt section. He holds up a shirt with a picture of the band diminishing. Their lead singer, Amelia Adam, is wearing so much foundation she looks like a ghost. You listen to these bands? I nod excitedly. Oh yeah, I'm super into our alchemical romance and songs. My Chemical Romance. Oh my god. I used to be into brainless self-satisfaction, but they're sort of problematic these days. Oh yeah, heard about that. Oh, they butchered these names. It's sad. He picks up another shirt. Wow. Anal Loghead, didn't expect to see a classic like them here. My eyes light up. I love Anal Loghead. Jax's interest seems peaked, but he plays it cool. Yeah, they have some good songs. I didn't know you were a fan too. Well, I guess I'm full of surprises too. Would you all listen to them together sometime? He stands up and looks away coolly. After a bit of searching, I decide on an outfit with striped sleeves, 3 belts, and black platform boots. Once I finish paying for everything using wacky pay, I head to the dressing room and change to my new clothes. Jax waits patiently outside, scanning the wall of designs for various graphic tees they sell here. After I finish changing, I open the door. So, how do I look? He scans me up and down before giving me a grin. Pretty cool. I can't help but blush. So, what do we do now? Jack shrugs. I don't know. My mind races. That grin he gave me isn't helping help me keeping my thoughts clear at all. Finally, I think of something. Food court. Food? Jax cocks an eyebrow. What? You want to get some? He still looks confused. Oh, stupid. Kieran, say it all together. You want to get some food together? Jax nods with a smile. Sounds good, Kieran. It's almost 4 a.m. I'm still not done with this game. I'm almost on day 4. I like this better though than the last ending I got. That was sad. I think it was because I just did everything Jack said and didn't argue with him at all. And I think that's why that happened. So I probably should have been a little more honest during this, because that would have happened. We head to the food court. Various restaurants offering international cuisine advertise their offerings, filling the food court with a heady aroma. Where are you gonna get food? I spy Uncle Urel's pretzel stand. My mouth is already watering. There, I say, pointing to the neon pretzels above the pretzel stand. Pick out an almond pretzel. I pick out an almond pretzel, and Jax gets a cut full of pretzel dogs. Almond pretzel? Pretzel? What? Almond? That's a thing? What the heck? As we find an empty table, I take a big bite out of my pretzel as I look across the table at Jax. Yeah, he hasn't even touched his pretzel dogs yet. Having fun? I swallowed the big bite of pretzel before responding. Yeah, I am. Are you? I know we haven't pulled prank or anything all day, but I just like spending time with you. Before I can demand a response, Jack stuffs a few pretzel dogs in his mouth, thinking a bit before responding. I guess I'm wondering, why a mall? What? Kane can make like anything. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Why make a mall as the new location? I shrugged, taking a bite of my pretzel. I don't know. He said it was for us. Maybe it's supposed to be educational or something. Jack rolls his eyes. What's educational about a mall? Educational. It's just mindless. You walk around, look at stuff, and you buy something and walk out. But there's pretty much always something for everyone at a mall. I say, swallowing my bite of pretzel. What are you into? Jack spends a moment thinking before grinning. Violence. Oh, right. Where could I find something like that in a mall? I got it. I grab his arm as I stuff the last my pretzel into my mouth, dragging him into a dark part of the mall. Oh fuck, wrong button. Oh frick, wrong button. Oh, I get it. Why the pretzel part was called that. Various multicolored lights flash from gaming cabinets. The arcade! I look up at him, grinning. Jack looks down with a skeptical grin. You really want to let me lose in here? You really want to see me let loose in here? I nod. He cracks his knuckles. Alright, don't say I didn't warn you. This guy seems like he grew up in arcades. Prepare to get your butt handed to you at every game here. I smirk back. Oh yeah, I'd like to see you try. True to his word, Jax humbled me in every game we played. Even the kiddie game, bringing the cake to the picnic, he managed to outscore me by 21. How are you that good at video games? Jax just chuckles. I warned you, Kieran. He sighs, clearly happy with himself. I just had a lot of time to practice. I spent a lot of time as a kid loitering in arcades. That might be the first thing he's told me about himself. I'm stunned for a moment that he's so open with me. But he notices my expression and retreats back into himself, looking down at his wacky watch. Whatever, it's late. Let's go. I frown. Oh yeah, I guess so. You think they close soon? Probably. He shrugs. We head back together when we get to my door. I pause for a moment. Do things really have to end here? So this is me. Do things really have to end here? So this is me. I chuckle nervously. I had a lot of fun today, Jax. I look up at him, looking for any I don't know how to pronounce that word, man. I give up. Nope, just stone face. Jax is there. Awkward pause for 2 minutes. I think he is just going to ignore me, and then Kieran. His tone is severe. Yes, Jax? He turns his gaze from me. How'd you know? How'd I know what? How'd you know where to look for me today? It was just a hunch, Jax. Before he can keep talking, he closes the gap between us. His hand slamming to the frame of my door on either side of me, pinning me in place as he leans into my face. What is your game, Kieran? Are you just obsessed with me or something? Why aren't you just treating me like everyone else? Why do you keep coming back after I treat you? He stops himself before continuing. I can make your life really difficult and painful. Hurt me, Jax. He shakes his head, laughing maniacally. What the heck is wrong with you? His fist slams into the door behind me. He eventually relents, turning away from me again. Look, Kieran, people who try to get close to me, people who want to get close to me, they just end up getting hurt. He gives me a tired half smile. Just walk away. Leave me alone. He turns away from me, leaving for his dorm. Jax. I call out for him from the balcony, but my words fall on deaf ears as he turns his key in his door. I'm going to be there tomorrow at the culture fair. He pulls the door open. I want to go with you. He slams the door behind himself without responding. Ugh, I stand in the empty dorm hallway. Everything with Jax is such a roller coaster. Even today, he was finally opening up to me. We picked up clothes, ate pretzels, and when we get back to the dorms, he just shut me out again. For every step forward I take, it feels like Jax takes 3 steps back. I sigh as I unlock my door, frustrated. Is the fight for this relationship whatever it ends up being going to be the one-sided this entire time? Does he even want to be part of this? Does he feel for me the way I feel for him? But today was fun. None of his immature outburst will take away from that. Take that from me. No matter how much he pushes me away, tomorrow will have to be the moment of truth, no matter what that means for me, for us. I close my eyes and settle into an uneasy sleep. Day 4. Complete. Wait, that was day 4, I thought. Oh my god, guys, we're almost gonna last a week. I'm almost scared. Okay. Ugh. The day of the culture fair arrives. I slip on my uniform and stand in front of the mirror. Today is the day I steal myself from the culture fair and see Jax again. We've been going for like 3 hours. Whatever. In all my unease last night, I did a lot of thinking. I need to tell Jax how I feel. All this back and forth between us, him pushing me away, me pulling him back, it's too much for me to handle. Maybe I should be honest with him. That way we can at least make progress. My throat hurts so much right here. Oh, I've been talking for like 3 hours straight. The school is abuzz. Gingle and Zeeble are at their assigned art stands, mingling with the students, walking past and admiring the art. Despite the meat incident, they were able to pull off a half-decent art display. Pomni is giving some presentation on stage in the auditorium. I can even see Ragatha bustling about making sure everything runs smoothly. I look around, but no sign of Jax. Maybe he really is not going to show up today. Maybe he really meant what he said last night. My mind swirls with anxiety before it suddenly goes dark. 2 closed hands cover my eyes from behind. Guess who? My heart jumps, my anxiety melts away at hearing his voice. Jax. Bro, like that. Guess who? Like, bro. That's so cringe. He pulls his hands off my eyes, smirking at me coolly. You're good. I can barely contain my excitement, pulling him to a hug. You game! Jax looks around and laughs awkwardly, patting my head. Yeah. I release him from the hug, but still look up at him, beaming. He scratches the back of his neck. Well, I couldn't let everyone else have all the fun. Whoa! I grab Jax by his hand and excitedly pull him along behind me. Whoa. We stop by the art booth. Gangle is happily talking to customers as it looks like some of her art is selling. What the? What's with the meat jacks? Oh my god. I'm curious what Jax drew, because I want to see everything Jax drew. We approach the booth. Kieran and Jax. She drags his name, her tone cautious, but also seemingly confused. Hi, Gangle, your art looks nice. I say, eyeing a picture of it looks like Jax in a maid dress. I may have to come back for that. Hey, is that? Jax points at the familiar piece of art hanging on the back of the stall. That's the art you drew yesterday. I see, leaning over the counter to get a better look. Yeah, I didn't want to put it up, but Gangle insisted. Art is meant to disturb the comforted and comfort the distributed. She says, raising her ribbon. I think that does the job. They put some of Kieran's stuff too. Then I gesture to a wall with some of my art pins. We appreciate you guys for coming back and helping us catch up. It was the least we could do. Oh, Zuby, my heart is melting. Jax puts his hands on his heart dramatically. Zuba rolls their eyes before turning away. I was mostly talking to Kieran. They turned back, looking directly at Jax. But you know, you're pretty tolerable when you're not trying to ruin everyone's fun. You should try that more often. With that, Zubul turns away and returns to their stall. Were you guys gonna buy something? There's a line forming. Oh, sorry. Jax and I head further into the festival, passing by the auditorium as Pomni is coming down from the stage. Hey Kieran. Hey Kieran, Jax. We both stop as Pomni runs up to us. I'm glad to see you both made it. Hey Pomni, what were you doing on the stage? Oh, I guess Kane wanted me to do a presentation on culture festivals. Thank God you guys found that book for me yesterday, or else I would have been standing up here telling jokes or something. That'd be entertaining. Jax smirks dryly. Maybe, but still. Pomni looks around and back at us with a neutral smile. I guess despite the meat mania, it all came together nicely. We really couldn't have pulled it off without you guys either. You two make a pretty good team. I can't help but blush at Pomni's words. Only use your powers for good more often. She giggles. Anyways, what are you guys up to for the rest of the day? I look at Jax, who turns to me. I really want to see what Kane whipped up for the food stalls. I guess we're getting some grub. Why is my character such a big bag? We always go straight for food. Then when we don't eat, we just pass the fuck out. Jax, I feel like we have diabetes or something. Jax surprises me, this time taking my hand in his. It's my turn to drag you around, he says, suddenly gripping my hand and pulling me up towards the direction of the food stalls. I quickly wave goodbye to Pomni. See ya, Pomni. Jax pulls me off to the food stands. I laugh. You're gonna pull my arm off. Slow down. He laughs. How do you think I felt? Oof. Not looking where we're going, we actually run into Jax, Kieran. Glad you guys could make it. She says with the fakest smile she can muster. You're not here to cause trouble, I hope, she says, wringing her hands. We're just heading to the food stands. Nothing malicious, I promise. As I try to plead her innocence. Alright, well, I have to say I'm actually pretty surprised at how much you've actually been helping everyone out here. Oh my god. I'm like congested as shit from all the yapping. Oh, right. Well, I have to say I'm pretty surprised at how much you've actually been helping everyone out here. It's a nice change of pace, I should admit it. Even that stand you guys built for me was pretty sturdy. Really thought you'd leave a screw loose or something. She laughs nervously. Oh yeah, a little Oh yeah, oh yeah, little faith. Jack smiles sardonically back. Agatha looks at me and Jack before noticing our hands are clasped together. She smiles warmly. Well, I won't keep you guys. Enjoy the festival. Huh? You're gonna let us off like that? I have a feeling you'll stay out of trouble, she says, looking directly at me. Oh, and Jax? It's nice to have you back. With that, she leaves us. Jax looks over at me. She can be so weird sometimes. I laugh. We make it to the food stalls. Everything looks and smells amazing. We eventually settle on a stand selling pretzel dogs. What's with the pretzels? Which I didn't know was part of culture fair, but I do love me some pretzel dogs. What the fuck are pretzel dogs? Now I need to look it up. 1 second. Oh. Huh. Interesting. Hold up. Okay, I've never seen those before. Interesting. We grab a few snacks and find a good spot to eat, somewhat secluded by a tree. As we sit down and finally have a moment to ourselves, my stomach suddenly twists with anxiety. I had to tell Jax how I felt about him. I'm really happy you came to the festival. For a minute there, I thought you weren't going to show up. Of course I was going to show. We did all that work yesterday. It'd be kind of pointless if I didn't see through, right? Yeah, true. Jax, I should get off my chest, right? I actually want to talk to you about something. Jax turns to me, tilting his head curious. Suddenly I feel warm and clammy. I don't know how to say this, but my mind races with a million things to say. I ultimately decide to direct his best. Okay, I'll just say it. Jax is looking at me like I'm crazy at this point. Jax, I like you. I like you. And I like you a lot, a whole lot. Not like too much though, like not in a creepy way or clingy way, just in this normal amount of liking someone, but like in a romantic way. I just think you're cool and funny. I think about you a lot. I mean, not like a lot, not too much. Jeez, it's warm out here. Or what? Jackson grabs my chin and pulls me in for a kiss, completely making my mind go blank, and his face and my heart pound. Hell yeah! He doesn't have lips. He genuinely doesn't have lips. We stay in the kiss for a moment before he relents. My face burns brightly as I can barely think about anything. What? Huh? Jax laughs, though his face is flushed as well. Sorry, I just want to see how you react. Speechless, huh? Are you playing with me again? Yes and no. I thought his ears went down, sorry. Huh? My mind is spinning. Jax laughs again. Sorry, Karen, you're just so cute when you're flustered. I poured my heart out into this fool, and he wants to play games? Two can play at that. I reach him and pull him into a kiss, this time deeper than the last. His body tenses up against mine, but then he relaxes and melts into it. We break away from each other, his face is bright and red. Wait, hold up. I keep thinking his ears go down. They're not moving. Now who's cute in that poster? Jax was away blushing a deep purple. Alright, you win. I like you too. This is gonna break me. I like this. I like this game. My heart skips a beat, and hearing those words and unattainable to contain myself, I pull him into another kiss, this time falling over on him. I knew you liked me. I knew it. Jax is blushing a mess underneath me. Okay, but not so loud. I have a reputation to uphold, you know. Does this mean I can call him my boyfriend now? I guess so. He rubs back of his neck, looking away, but my mind and heart are aflame with excitement. I finally got him to say it. Hey, Hey, you two, are you? Zubul comes from around the tree and sees us in our compromising position. Oh, am I interrupting something? They say, sounding like they care, much if they are. They say not sounding like they care much if they are. But trying to be polite all the same. Zubul just shouts in frustration. Zubul, Jax, just say yes to Zubul, Jax, just say. I hug him tightly. Jax just said. I hug him tightly. Jax's face continues to burn. He really is cute and flustered. Well, Zubul's eyes widen. No fucking way. Zubul turns to me. Kieran, are you sure you want? They pause their words gesturing in Jax's general direction. Jax is a partner. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Jax throws up their hands defensively. Nothing. I'm happy for you guys. They scratch the back of their neck awkwardly. Are you two coming to the fireworks display tonight? Ragatha asked me to get a head count. Fireworks? That sounds fun. Count us in. Zubul nods and leaves us. Did you hear that? Zubul's happy for us. I looks curl into a grin as I tease him. So I'm so gonna get you back for that. He says his hands cupping inside of my face. Now, where were we? He pulls me into another kiss. We stay under the tree for a while longer before the fireworks show. Despite all the ups and downs, it was worth it to get here. Jax and I may still have ways to go, but I wouldn't want to be with anyone else. We eventually part ways and return to our dorms. I walk to my room still giddy from the day's earlier events. I pull a yakata from my clothing rack and start to get changed. Wait, was there always a yakata in there? What? What? Oh! I peer at a note on it. Is it a gift from Kane? Congratulations, Kieran, getting close to the prickly pear cactus that is our Jax. Welcome to my attention that you were invited to the fireworks festival. Very impressive indeed. Well, you can't just show up in your stuffy old school uniform, so I decided to give you a yakata. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that wrong. People in chat let me know if I'm saying it very wrong. For tonight's little outing. Have fun with it. I shrug. I pull my yakata on and wait for Jax to send my door. When he sees me, he smirks. Okay, I really got yourself all dawdled up for some dumb fireworks show. For some dumb fireworks just to show off for me. I should be flattered. I smirk back. Yeah, you should, I say, putting a hand on my hip. Jack shakes his head. Oh, come on, let's go to the school since you want to tell everyone I'm your boyfriend so badly. We walk hand in hand to the school entrance. Before we enter, Jack stops me. So I just go one question before we go up there, Kieran. I pause. Why me? I pondered that for a moment before putting a finger to my chin and really tried to think of the answer. I mean, I got you in trouble, bailed on you, didn't really do anything for the culture festival. Why do you care? Oh my god. He's just a little guy. The answer finally comes to me. Because you're you. Jax looks confused. I guess I don't know. I could tell there was someone genuine underneath it all. My old school, I was lonelier and wouldn't ditch anyone who tried to spend. And I would just ditch anyone who tried to spend time with me or make fun of them. But it was a really lonely way to be. When I came here, I told myself things were going to be different. And I guess I saw you, and you reminded me of how I used to be. And that reminded me of how much I wanted someone to talk to and confide in and spend time with. Sorry if that's cheesy or whatever. Jax has been silent for a while, but he finally meets my gaze. Nah, he rolls his eyes. I mean, I'm lonelier because I'm I'm lonelier because I'm a cool guy, and you are probably lonelier because you're an awkward loser. That's not nice. These are nice words. I roll my eyes at his obvious joke, and he smirks down at me. But having you around does make things less lonely. So let's go up there and make everyone else jealous with how cool I made you. Holy shit. This is the best character in the entire show. Don't ask why I'm saying that. Do we just that? Everyone. We do just that. Every once in a while we share a kiss. And while the others give us a whole wide berth, there's a sense of peace, or at least truce, that settles over the group. As the fireworks go off above us to the O's and ahs of our class, I realize something. I may have changed Jax some, but he also changed me. With time, more and more of my memories returned. We still haven't found a way out of the school yet or back to our lives before, but as long as I have Jax by my side, I'll be alright. Finn. What? That was so cute! Hold up, I gotta load some other things, see if there's a difference between different options. What? Oh. One. I think I accidentally skipped an entire thing. I'm curious. Oh, it automatically saves for some of these, okay? Do you want to hurt me? Oh my god. Oh my god. He follows me into the store, eyeing every mannequin with visible discomfort. His cocky facade is cracking under how awkward he feels. I'm too busy looking at clothes to savor how funny it is to see Jax off his game. There's some hoodies and sports clothes. What do you think of this hoodie? I hold up a pink hoodie with the words, "I'm not bad, I'm just born this way," embroidered on it with golden cursive. Jax barely looks at it. Yeah, whatever, pervert. Can we just go? I owe him a sour look before I go back to browsing. Eventually, I pick out a tracksuit with a fitted tee and make my way to the registers. As I check out, I notice Jack staring at one more scantily clad mannequin, his face beet red. He catches me watching and looks away. Cute. What? Oop, I didn't mean to say that last part out loud. Wait, what? Oh, I said that. What do you mean, what? I asked you first. The lady at the register hands me my receipt and clothes. Oh, look at that. Time to get changed. Jack squints at me. I duck into the dressing room before he can force me to address my snafu. After only a few moments, Jax hammers on the door. You done yet? Just a minute. I'm fast at changing, but not that fast. After another few minutes, I let the door swing open. The shirt is tight in all the right places. The track pants cling to my lower half with the words Grande embroidered across the seat. So, what do you think? Perfect, he says with a flat face, grabbing my wrist and pulls us both out of the store. You're so dramatic, I say, laughing at him. Well, whatever. He crosses his arms. Can we just get food already? Okay, so basically, I can either pretend to be a basic bitch, I like to show skin, or emo. What happens if I'm a basic bitch? I need to see all the endings, okay? I know this doesn't change the ending that we end up getting, but pretty girl, huh? Didn't know you like this sort of stuff, Kieran. I'll have to show you. I'll have you know they have a pretty good selection. I huff, pouting as I look up at him. Yeah, no, his type is definitely the emo type, because that's the one that he was the least concerned about, or I think he liked the most. Honestly, I think that'd be how it is IRL. Jax follows me into the store, still grinning at me. We're greeted by a generic pop ballad as we enter the store. Ew, so basic. This is the kind of store I avoid shopping in personally. The store is well lit, smells vaguely of perfume as we browse the selections. The store is so big that it's hard to decide on any one outfit. Anything here speaking to you? I walk over to a polka dot top instead of shorts. Well, sort of. I kind of like these individually, but I don't think they go together. I go over to a frilly button-down shirt. Oh, I like this top too. Ugh, there's too many choices. Jax looks at the impressive selection of clothes I have folded over my arm. That sundress might look good on you. Thanks, Jax. I put everything else down and take Jax's pick on the register. There's a handful of charms at the register. I grab a couple. Oh, so cute. I hold a pair of charms with little cord straps. One features a tiny bunny, the other a cat. Jax, look, watch charm. Aren't they so cute? Jax just chuckles. Yeah, I guess so. Hey, what's wrong with them? Jax rolls his eyes. Aren't those for like little kids? I roll my eyes. Well, I like them. When I check out, I make a show of buying the charms alongside my chosen outfit. Seriously? Charms are cool. You're lame for not liking them. I say, trying to mimic his sardonic tone. Sorry. Charms are cool. You're lame for not liking them. He rolls his eyes, but doesn't give me any more trouble. After I check out, I find the nearest changing room, change into my new outfit with relative ease. What do you think, Jax? He's quiet a moment before looking away. Is he blushing? You look fine. Fine, come on. You helped me pick this outfit out. Leaning forward. Come on, let's just get food. He folds his arms, turning away. Nope, he doesn't like the emo girls. He likes basic bitches. I mean, fuck you. He just likes seeing skin. I say, exaggerating each syllable. He's pretty cute when he's flustered. Okay. While he's looking away, I take out the cat charm and hook it onto his wacky watch. Hey, what the? I didn't ask for this. He groans, wrinkling his face. I wiggle my wrist, showing him I already affixed the other charm to my wacky watch. Now we match. Jax looks down at his charm. The cat? Shouldn't I get the bunny? He stops himself. Actually, you know what? I don't care, he says, but he doesn't remove the charm from his watch. Food? I nod. I'm pretty sure he's still blushing, but we make our way to the food court. Okay, let's go back a little bit further, I think. What happens if I go to bed hungry? I drift to sleep, tiredness overriding my stomach rumbling. My thoughts drift, and that is when things get weird. I wake up in my dream kneeling on a throne. Oh, what the fuck? A red carpet stretches out in front of me. I am kneeling wearing heavy, thorough polished armor. A heavy longsword rests in my left hand. In front of me, Mr. Kinger, in a thick robe, holding a golden scepter. Kieran. Sir, what? Mr. Kinger, what is this? Is it It's me sending my most capable knight to rescue the dashing Prince Jax. What the fuck? What is this? Because I didn't turn in my homework? You're giving me a deadpan look. No, this is because you didn't turn in. You didn't. Is this because I did? What? Is this because I didn't turn in my homework? No, this is because you didn't turn in your homework. Though you definitely should have. Wait a second, what kind of knight has homework? The dashing Prince Jax has been kidnapped by the vile sorceress Ragbaka, the wicked doll of the West, imprisoned in a castle guarded by the Gangle Agon across a bridge guarded by the fierce bridge troll Zubalon. I'm going to need you to run that by me again. I shake my head. This can't be real. It's not. It's a dream. Shut up. Oh, it's quite simple. You need the dashing Prince Jack has been kidnapped by the vile sorceress Rat. I think we're good, Kinger. Next to me, a capable Squire Pomni stands. Wait, my capable what? Pomni's my what? She wears a tad bard matching the colors on my shield and is carrying an assortment of different weapons. I'll help Kieran rescue the prince. It should be princess. I guess she will. But what was that business about Ragatha being a wicked doll and Zul being a bridge troll? Whatever the hell a Gingle Agon is, he pronounced the Agon part like he would Dragon. That's the same way I pronounced it though. Is it Agon? I have a precious few moments to ponder this as Pomni leads me to a stone road outside the castle we are in. Okay, so this is why we don't go to bed hungry. We're quickly welcomed to a bridge. Zubul stands there, one of their arms replaced with a clumsy club. I am the troll, Zubulon. You cannot cross this bridge unless you pay the fee or answer my riddles 3. Even here, Zubul doesn't sound enthusiastic to be part of the adventure. Pomni, how are we looking on funds? Pomni drops all my weapons. Pomni drops all my weapons to the ground. They fall with a terrible clatter. My pipe clips and my mace switch sends them both. My pipe clips onto my mace, which sends them both flying in opposite directions, like a poorly coded Bethesda game. She finally pulls out a coin purse, pending it and shaking it. A few parley grains of sand come out, but little else. I'm gonna go to the bathroom quick, guys. I'll be right back. I shouldn't be that long. So what happens when you drink a shit ton of water? It's so much cooler in the other room than here. It's 4:30 a.m. She laughs, trying to lighten the mood. The riddles it is. Okay, what's brown and sticky? A stick? Okay, good, that's the first one. What's red and bad for your teeth? There are a number of answers, but I remember this one. A brick. Great, you're 2 for 2. Finally, what's purple and annoying and nobody likes them? I definitely know this one. Jacks. But I mean, I kinda... Zubul stops listening and stepping to the side and sitting down with a sigh. Oh darn, you saw my riddles. Go cross the bridge now. That's it? They give me a dangerous glare and tell me that tells me not to second guess this. Zubul, you could try being a little more... Nope. Across the bridge we go. In the distance I see a tall tower coiled around the tower is a massive length of ribbon with a white porcelain mask at the end. Rah or something. I don't know what dragons say. Even in this mighty form, she sounds like she's on the edge of tears. We're here to slay the Gangalon. I'm guessing that's you. The Gangalon. The gangrene. But Gangle nods sadly. Yeah, I'm supposed to be guarding this tower. I turn the Pomni and pick out my biggest sword. It's a nasty piece made of some sort of black metal. The edges smolder like dying embers and spikes menace the entire length of the thing. It looks more like something a villain would use than a hero. But I begin to wave it in Gangle's direction. Eep! Her demeanor shifts from reluctant to outright fear as she spots my blade. You know, I changed my mind. You could just go in the tower. Seriously? Yeah, please, just don't hurt me. She coils her body above her mask to shield it. I shrug. If being a knight is this easy, then I have my work cut out for me. As I enter the tower, the sound of a bubbling cauldron and cries from Jax emanate from the top. Come on, Pomni, we have to get up there and save Jax. Pomni nods as we sprint up. I make my way up pretty easily. The armor is almost weightless on me. Pomni stumbles under the awkward burden of her armful of weapons. Various expensive swords, maces, spears, axes tumble out of her arms and clank noisily against the stairs. Oh, that's lovely. When we reach the top, we see Ragatha in a black dress standing in front of a cauldron. Above it, Jax dangles suspended by chains, wearing a puffy white shirt and brown pants. Jax, get me down. Jax, get me down. Get me down from here. I'm trying. She pulls a lever. The chains holding Jax lower him a few more inches towards the cauldron. You are useless. But at least I'm trying to help you. You threw me in a deep fryer, and you still haven't apologized for that. They argue as I rack my brain. Near the cauldron is a bucket of water. What did Keeter call Ragatha? Ragamuffin? Wait, you called her Ragaba, the wicked doll of the West. I may not know my mythology, but I know the Wizard of Oz. The wicked witch of the West is allergic to water. I can't believe you're holding that against me. I'm trying to help you. I'm just saying you could apologize for it. I take the bucket and splash it across Ragatha's face. She's momentarily stunned and turns to look at me. Kieran, that's really rude of you. Why would you throw water on something like that? I gulp. Plus, that was the bucket of water I was using to bail water out of the cauldron in case I couldn't set Jax free in time. She says that as the chain slips and Jax grows even closer to the boiling cauldron. Die witch. I shove Ragatha out of a nearby window. What? Hey, no! She plummets to the ground like a lead weight. I pull out my messed up, evil-looking sword. Jax, swing back and forth so you're not directly above the cauldron. What? Kieran, what are you talking about? Just wiggle your body so it starts swinging. Why would I do that? The chain slips again and his ears are almost touching the surface of the boiling cauldron. Oh, okay, I'll do it. He picks up momentum fast, swinging like a pendulum. As he swings fast, I swing my sword. It cuts the chain like a pair of scissors gliding through the paper. Jax lands with a thud. I wasn't told what to do. I wasn't told what to do on this adventure, but there's no way you were supposed to do that. Come on, Pomni, pick him up. Let's take him back to Kinger. King what? Pomni, you do not have my permission to pick me up. Pomni shrugs, dropping the last of my weapons as she hoists Jax off the ground. The chains around his body are still tacked, so we transport the struggling and cursing Jax back to Kinger's castle. Hey, stop! I do not consent to this rescue. We can take you back to the cauldron if you miss it so much. He goes quiet for a few seconds. You wouldn't dare. Pomni turns around. We're going back to... Fine, I consent to this rescue. Hurry up. I'm sure Kinger won't want to see his prince tied up like this. We make our way back to the lack of obstacles speeding our path. As we finally reach Kinger's castle, we set Jax down. The chains disappear immediately. Jax brushes himself off. Not the most dignified rescue, but I guess it beats being rabbit stew. Oh, I accidentally pressed the button. King emerges as we step into the audience chamber. Kieran, congrats on rescuing the prince. Time for your reward. Reward? A kiss from the crown prince. Oh, what? Now, the only way this adventure can end is with a true love's kiss. Like all good fairy tales. My true love, Jax? Jax listens me distastefully. Don't ever sell yourself. I don't want to do this either. Except a part of me does. Just to, see what it feels like. As Jax loudly complains and tells Kinger to come up with a different ending, I can't stop thinking about it. I accept. You do? They do? I mean, come on, Jax. It doesn't seem like anyone here is enjoying the adventure. Maybe I trail off, looking into his eyes. I mean, if it's the only way, he rubs his hands across his neck, looking away. I guess it's better than kissing anyone else here. My lips tremble as I close my eyes. Jax leans forward. And... Holy crap, what was that dream? I wake up, my stomach growling furiously, my arm blaring in my ear. I have to pick up breakfast on the way to school. I feel like I had a weird dream, but I can only remember fuzzy details. I think Jax was in it. Oh, yeah. Jax. I remember the argument we had yesterday. It makes my stomach knot up. I guess I'll be walking to school alone. I grab my things and head out for the day, but when I open my door, I'm surprised to see a bag of food at my doorstep. I didn't order anything last night. I pick up the bag and expect its contents. Who left this for me? Maybe I'm not so alone here after all. Approaching the school seems like every other student is coupled with each other. Okay, this just goes back to normal. That was interesting. I like that. I don't think anything's gonna change if I kiss him or look away, so. Because especially because I didn't end up kissing him. I'll come alone, deny his words. Oh wait, fuck. Back. Welcome alone. I can't know what he said. Hurt me. Even if he doesn't mean it, I need to make some time for myself. I don't respond, I just walk silently past him. I don't look back, I just continue to the dorms alone. I was alone this entire time, and when the others reached out to me or offered respite me, I turned them away. I hear others whispering or casting worried looks my way as I get back to the dorm. I open my stupid plain door, my stupid plain room, and throw myself in my stupid bed. When I finish crying and begin regaining my senses, the first thing I notice is how hungry I am. I load up door to DoorDash to see. Oh, okay, so it just goes back. Oh, boo! I thought it'd be an entirely different thing. Okay, that's it. What is cute? What the fuck is cute? Quick saves. Oh, how do you quick save? Oh, whatever. I don't want to figure it out. Ugh, fuck. Okay. We've been going for way too long. Okay. Alright, people. I might do this game again with a different person, because I kind of just abused Jax with this. Hold up. Hold up. Oh, it doesn't let me just rewind the whole thing. Okay. I was gonna see if I could rewind it literally all the way, but it won't let me. Just saying, but this ending is amazing. I love this. Alright, thank you so much for watching my stream. This was a long one, so honestly, I don't even finish my own streams. So thank you if you finished this and watched it all the way through, because I don't even watch my own videos, to be honest. I get bored within the first 5 seconds. So thank you.